Hello, chat. I have just sat down. Sorry for taking so long on getting set up. I had to do some dishes, so I'd rather just get them out of the way now than being interrupted later on to like midstream and taking a 15-minute interruption. But hello, chat. I hope you're all having a wonderful day today. We're here to play some Metaphor. We're here to play some RPG. We're here for the video gaming. And as always, it's your girl. I hope y'all are having a wonderful day. Wonderful Saturday. Yeah. It's fucking... Let me... Actually, I'm gonna leave the tunes on for a second, because I want to show some shit off. So... Some of you might know this already, but I am very freshly getting into Commander and Magic the Gathering. Or more specifically, I'm just getting into Magic in general. But like, 90% of my Commander deck came in today. It was just a pack of cards this fucking thick. And there is some wonderful shit in here. For instance, we actually have the Commander card now, Roxanne Starfall Savant. But more importantly, we also have Godzilla. You know, just because it's a staple card. You know how it is. We play with kaiju. We fuck with the kaiju. We don't fuck the kaiju, but we fuck with the kaiju. Maybe we fuck the kaiju. I don't know. Maybe if you're into that, don't let me stop you. I'm gonna stop the music. I'm gonna fucking get the game started. And for those of you who do not recall, we last left off about to leave the city. We killed a big motherfucker. And yeah. Oh my god, that was loud. What the hell? Why is it so loud? That should be better. But like, what the fuck? Anyway. Let's fucking rock. Yeah, let's step outside. Oh, no, it's like you need to go to bed. Sorry. Can I talk to Maria? Nope. Alright. We bed. The bed is simple and clean, but it's the way that you're making me feel tonight. It has an aroma that reminds me of a clear sunny day.
Good night.
Rest well.
Can I come in?
Want to read some more?
Not today.
Oh.
You're all leaving tomorrow, right? I'll be cheering for you.
Temporarily.
I just... Oh no. I promised Miss Fabian I wouldn't cry.
I won't tell her.
It's alright. I won't tell her.
That's the kind of shit I would say to a kid. They're worried about something, I'm like, no, don't worry about it. I got
Papa
you.
was trying to stop a bad man, you said. And that's what you're all doing too, isn't it?
Something like that.
Please come back home safe.
God, my
I'll
beard
be
shadow has
waiting
been
here
so
as long as
fucking
it
bad. My
takes.
electric razor died recently, and I'm sad about it.
It's a promise.
All right. Promise? The next time I see you again, can you tell me more about the outside world?
This one's important.
I never got a chance
Curative
to say
Coney
this to Papa.
roast. I
So,
love that e-jester.
Thank.
Captain, may I have a moment?
Good night.
Her casual outfit's cute. Oh my god.
I was hoping for a chance to speak
I love the
before we
little
set
rose
out.
choker.
Since our meeting, I've done nothing but impose on you. Now you risk your very life for this cause. 'Tis no easy burden. It pains me to see. When I think of how this may yet save His Highness, I lose sight of all else. Such disregard ill becomes me.
You truly are devoted to him, aren't you?
I suppose I am at that. A guiding oath of 12 years is not easily cast aside. But that book... We met once before, on a carriage bound for the capital. Do you recall?
I do.
Now that you mention it, I do.
It was a cool cutscene and I was like, whoa, she's pretty.
My apologies. I thought only to minimize casualties, one way or another. So, 'tis a novel envisioning an ideal world. Curious to see a utopian novel these days. I'd thought them long since banned. Ah, you needn't worry. I've no intention of taking it from you.
No.
I've sometimes wondered why such books were forbidden. Rumors say the Sanctists objected to their contents.
I mean, makes sense. It's like satanic panic shit and all that.
Yet I wonder, how could a simple book have possibly stunned them so? Do you mind if I read a passage or two?
Go ahead.
So, it is a fiction written as if a personal account. This chapter seems to concern the system by which the nation's leader is decided. In this country, one cannot become even a statesman, much less sovereign, without the consent of the people. Those who aspire to statecraft must first solemnly swear before the people what they will do in service of their country. Should they earn title but break their word, they are denounced and stripped of power. Such is the authority of the people. In this
Democracy.
way, it is the people who are the land's true king.
And the people end up fucked over in the end because democracy's a bitch. Or at the very least in the current, like, United States system. Anyway.
Quite the opposite of our own country. Now I see why our upper echelons would abolish such texts. Had our lands embraced such accountability, perhaps His Royal Highness would not have suffered such a fate. No. As a knight, 'tis not my place to say. I must clear my head of these fantasies. In the end, clinging to a dream will do me no good.
Of these
Oh, I
metaphor
suppose.
fantasios.
'Tis not so bad to dream now and then. It takes power to walk the path of our dearest hopes. Perhaps that is the purpose of this newfound strength. My dearest dream. 'Tis to save His Highness, even at the cost of my life. Nothing more.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Judah!
Lady Juna!
I'm lesbian? Girls?
Faraway sky, blue and clear. Echo my wish, so that all may hear. One and all born to this land, as here we stand. Let us greet the rising dawn, hand in hand.
That was very good. That knuckle crack probably came off as more menacing than intended. Anyway. I want that outfit. I would wear the shit out of that once my tits grow in.
Even I'm feeling the heat. Well, I suppose it's time to fan the flames.
Oh, it's the fucking
Ladies
rally,
and
dude.
gentlemen,
Yeah.
welcome one and all to the inauguration of the Tournament for the Throne! For the first time, the crown is anyone's to claim, as long as the aspirants can complete 3 grueling challenges.
Wow, a Sanctus Crier! He's perfect for this!
Let's discuss the venues. We kick off in the west, in the Pearl of the Coast, the Principality of Oceania's harbour city capital, Port Brilehaven. There, they face their first challenge, the Exhibition of the Brave. Each contender must bring back the head of a monster, a mark of their prowess and courage. Next, our would-be monarchs head east. Upon the misty peaks, we arrive in the Principality of Montario's beautiful city of faith, Altaberry Heights. And finally, our heroes make their well-deserved return home to Grand Trad. But first, let's do introductions. It's time to meet those risking their lives for the crown. Closest to the throne, I know him, you know him. It's Sanctism's one and only 78th Sanctifex, His Eminence, Forden! Victory to Sanctifex Forden!
The fireworks and everything. Oh my god.
I claim no great ambition, nor any heated calls to action. All I wish is to restore order for our people and to safeguard our land from the threats beyond. This chaos we face is but one of God's many trials. Let us restore our kingdom's glory together!
Moving right along, we come next to His Eminence's champion, the very spear in his hand, the warrior monk captain of the Crown Theocracy, Master Giddo!
I come before you only in loyal service of His Eminence. I relinquish the throne to him gladly. But those who would seize the crown by force, I will teach you to fear God and to fear me!
Damn, bitch.
So much for this being a fair competition. How many horses do the Sanctus have in this race?
Too
Still,
many.
it's not over by far. The Luis supporters won't take this lying down.
What cowardice, Crier! Where's Count Louise?
I half expecting dude to just dive in from somewhere. From on high.
All right, settle down. At this time, I can report that Count Luis has not applied to enter the tournament.
I'm so pissed off about this.
What?
It's so
He's not even
visible.
entering?
I'm mad.
Then what becomes of us? Our entire purpose in this race was to get closer to him.
Don't worry. He's definitely paying attention. He's only in second as it is, so we can't afford to ignore this whole production. Sit tight. I'm sure he'll make a move soon.
All right. For those Count Luis supporters, you might want to meet our next entrant. A rising socialite, a man of ambition, godless and fearless, the brash young warrior serving Count Luis, Gladel, the Black Hound.
Gladel, that's his name.
Him?
I'm still
He was
normal
one of
about it.
Luis's men.
I'm staring.
The
Respectfully.
fallen king
Per the
embraced
title of the stream.
Sanctism and all its holy tenets, and for what? He was nothing before Lord Luis. Look to the sky all you wish. No god can save you! What our country needs is power! Well, it's not quite all the contenders, but let's get on with the introductions. The great liberal merchant, it's Roger Ward. By war, by conquest, by right, it's Rudolph Kraus. In it more for the gauntlet runners than the throne, it's Lena Caden.
Oh, they're cute.
Sure to be popular by
they're
pledging free
cute
drinks
too.
for life. It's Loveless O'Shea. Uplifting the beautiful and deposing the hideous,
Oh,
it's
I-
Milo Maurizio.
I was on board until I saw the no.
If If we lose this, I think the country has some even bigger problems.
Now, I do believe we have one final candidate. Do we have an Elden boy present? Come on, let's see a face.
We're actually getting acknowledged? Oh my god.
What? An elder? Disgraceful. Is this the only way you could think to distinguish yourself?
By the way, the ride you applied with still hasn't arrived. And if it doesn't show up by the time the noon bell rings, you're disqualified. All right?
Hey!
Oh shit.
What's going on?
That nitwit! What is he doing?
So, contestants,
Back to the
you
anime
ready?
cutscene.
What? Last, I say! Wait! Found your behave!
A land runner?
It's quick! Wait, it's headed right for the...
It'll crash!
Whoa!
Is this her?
What the heck is that?
Wonderful. So much for a
What the
first
heck
impression.
is that?
What hell? Isn't she a marvel, chums?
You don't! You nearly brought down the cathedral! Have a care, you fool. It was bad enough when Luis did it the first time.
That feckless, shameless old fool.
Not bad, kid. Guess you've got some interesting tricks up your sleeve after all.
Right! I'd call that a full roster. Ladies and gentlemen, race across the land. Go! Prove yourself worthy and earn your crown. For the people, for the throne. Let the games begin!
We must take to the road.
Come on, come on!
This guy looks somewhere between a Sonic villain and a Worthy Kids character.
So fast! Gotta hold on to something or I'll get blown up!
It's incredible!
My support is changing. I ended up standing out more than I expected. Gained a lot of interest, but I only consider this a part of my mission to aid the prince. Okay.
Just a sec.
Wow, what's with this thing? Is this our carriage?
Can you hear me?
Shall I just run her along the main route then? The others seem to be doing as much. You're just as crazy as this runner. I'll take the compliment, little lady. Now let's have some coordinates for a little test run. What is happening right now?
Let's see.
We want to go to a place called Martira, Old Castle Town, I think. Should be a ways south.
Let's see.
This...
Wow!
Yeah, okay. Martira, here it is. Down to Martira, eh? On this craft's legs, oh, I'd say that'll be about 4 days, 3 nights about.
Oh.
4 days and 3 nights? That's a great deal faster than a carriage. And surely the roads will be safer at that kind of speed. Valley good. Now cinch those British chaps full steam ahead to Martira, Old Castle Town. I like this guy.
This is amazing! I don't know a thing about gauntlet runners, but even I can tell this is a hell of a craft. I can hardly believe she's ours to drive.
You're telling me, lad? Feels like ages since I've been out on the open road. This girl's been waiting long enough for her time to shine.
So this is what you use to talk with the driver? Convenient, that. Look, old fellow, are you really on our side? You realize we don't have funds to pay you.
What?
Money? Fuck! I'm not in this for the money, boy.
Oh, yeah.
What I want is a little gusto. What do you think, lad? Isn't this a rut?
It is at that. like riding the wind.
That's the ticket. It's been so long since I've had a good chinwag.
Brilliant,
What
isn't
even
it?
is his name? Are we ever gonna learn his name? I think it would be funny if we don't. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's amazing.
You've a good head on your shoulders, boy. Yes.
Shoulders.
I can tell you're a sharp one. Where to, ladies? The world is our shellfish.
That's very gratifying to hear. Thank you for calling me lady.
You certainly are a different person behind the wheel.
Hey, Hulkenberg! Can we get an explanation yet?
No.
That man is Neurus.
Neurus?
An Ishkia, if 'twas not obvious from the wings. And despite
I love
everything,
him.
he was heir to a noble house and personal machinist for the royal family.
I love this guy.
What?
He's a master engineer, of course, positively peerless. But as you can see, the runners get him a bit excitable.
I loved that delivery. That was really good. Where the fuck am I being pinged? Quincy server? Movie night. Okay. I don't know if I'll be joining for that, considering this, but like, we'll see. I hope they have fun, at the very least.
Neurus? Are you there? I'm coming in.
All I can think of is the 50% off scene, where it's like, don't come in. And she's like, okay, I'm coming in.
This commotion in town. I find you buried in your work.
It's too much to do.
As always. To business then. I must ask a favor. Would you be able to ready a carriage for me?
No new commissions. No time for them. Ask another right.
It is not a new one I require. Before His Highness disappeared, did you not accept a contract to build him a custom carriage? Without a formal owner, I reasoned that it must now lie unused. I was hoping I might borrow it a short while.
I love this fucking guy.
Pish and tosh, woman. She is for royal use and naught else.
'Tis an unreasonable request, I know. But I'd not be asking without a grave need. Might I at least see it?
I mean, well,
'Twas specially made for His Highness, yes? Not a work you'd have sold off. Where lies it now?
I've deadlines to meet, dash it. Off with you now. Leave me be.
You've been acting stranger than usual. What ails you?
Whoa!
Hold on.
Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
Good God. Is this a gauntlet runner? The very craft commissioned for His Highness the Prince? Even knowing His Highness was gone, still you toiled away. Oh, Neurus, you are an inspiration. Such nobility of purpose.
Yes. Right.
However, for a craft meant for the royal family, it is rather excessive, isn't it? Did you really build this vehicle exactly to their orders?
That's also a really good soundbite.
You cannot mean...
Well, at first, certainly. I followed the blueprints exactly. But then His Highness died, and... well, I couldn't just let the old girl waste away. A masterpiece like her? Collecting dust in storage? No! Unacceptable! Unthinkable!
working toward a dream. And this poor old girl is going to help me see it through. And then, finally...
You imbecile! A lowly, brazen court engineer butchering His Highness's inheritance for a hobby! For this mania! You embezzled the royal treasury and disrespected his legacy!
Okay,
Treason!
but hear me out. It's really funny.
Mercy, please! Look, take my head if you must, milady. But leave the value runner alone.
Look, this runner... It is fully operational now, is it? Then I suggest you cooperate, for both our sakes. Finish your tinkering by tomorrow and bring it to the Grand Cathedral as soon as you can.
Eh? What's all this now? You play the proud soldier at me and then pluck it for your own schemes?
'Tis no scheme. I would use it for His Highness's sake.
For His Highness, eh? Hold a tick. Haven't you been looking for him? Wandering across God knows where last I heard? So if you're back now and now you want a gauntlet runner for His Highness? Is His Highness still alive? That's it! I've got you, haven't I?
'Twas His Highness who gave you refuge while you were only a heretical scholar condemned by the Sanctists. The time has come to repay his mercy.
Understood.
Is that enough? Can this old duck really handle an undercover operation?
I know what you're thinking, but 'tis at least true that he feels an undying debt of gratitude to the royal family.
Pish and tosh, boy. A little
Hi,
face.
Sal.
Not
And
to
know
brag,
you.
but this
Pointing.
dull duck's craft might be the fastest gauntlet runner in the kingdom. Why, probably the world.
Welcome in. How's you? Well, we were just talking about how you were. But hi.
I think... maybe.
We've just got introduced to who I can only describe as probably my new favorite character. I fucking love this guy. I'm vibing hell yeah.
How encouraging. All I want is to push this runner as far and as fast as she can go. Show her off to the world. And you? Well, I presume you'd rather work together than have to walk.
I don't know about this, but I guess we'll just have to trust him. What do you think?
I think we can count on him.
I like this guy.
If you're sure, I suppose.
He's funny.
We'll deal with it if we have to.
Either way, he knows the prince is alive, so we can't just leave him to his own devices. We're all in the same boat. Or runner, I guess.
You lot can handle the fighting, and I'll handle all the driving and greasework. Just make sure you've got a proper plan for all this mess now.
This guy's got no filter. But he has a point. We do need to talk strategy.
So, summing up. Our first trial is to slay a monster. We take its head as proof, then get it to the goal line before the deadline. The bigger the head, the better. Our destination is Port Grylehaven, the capital of the Western Principality of Oceania. It'd be a trek on foot, but this gauntlet runner should make it a snap.
So getting the bounty's head is our next move. And our target is a nefarious criminal who's been kidnapping and selling off children. Right?
A criminal? Did the task not specify a monster's head?
I mean, I'd say a kidnapper qualifies as a monster.
Don't worry, all part of the plan. We don't need to win this thing, we just need to get Luis's attention. Everyone's going to show up with monster heads, and we shake things up with a felon. A knight-turned-kidnapper at that. Shows them we're there for justice.
But to deliberately violate the rules, we risk being disqualified entirely. Then
We're
again,
going Dawn Trail mode on this
just as
motherfucker.
likely to win the people's attention and thereby Luis's. I do understand the intent. What do you think of this plan?
I trust all of you.
I trust all of you completely.
Good enough for me. A captain's got to trust his crew, after all.
Yeah.
The bounty's Heisme, an ex-knight. I realize that's a little close to home, Hulkenberg, so if you'd rather hang back...
No. His title is precisely why I cannot let his atrocities stand. And yet... 'tis strange indeed that we are hunting a mere man when the trial demands a monster. Then again, our true aim is beyond the ambitions of any other aspirant. Our fate rests in this plan of yours, Stroll.
Thank you. I'll try to ensure your trust isn't misplaced.
Let that little throat clear. Like, I feel like that's something they could have cut out, but no.
Right,
Gives him a little more personality.
Now, course is set.
I like it.
Feel free to use anything in the gauntlet runner. Even got a bathing room if you could use a wash.
Good to know. We can always look around more thoroughly later.
Yes. You needn't tire yourself out before we arrive.
Well, I'm a tinkerer and not much else. All my fighting happens in the old workshop. But I'll take you wherever you're going for your sake and mine.
Am I gonna get this guy as
After
a
all,
bond?
The wilds out there are no fairy picnic. Oh no. It's a den of wild beasts and savage scoundrels. And I'll not get past it without days on the road together. So, if you need anything besides a steady hand on the wheel, give me a hoot. Bound to find me in the cockpit or the engine room.
He's certainly an eccentric, but he doesn't seem like a bad person. We'll get used to him.
Like, I'm not attracted to him in a romantic or like a physical sense, but like, fuck. I am endeared with this sort of character. I love nutty engineers. There's various areas for different activities, such as the strategy room, lunch, and kitchen. Okay.
Oh, yeah?
I will say, I do hate the, like, constant shake. Like, I get it's immersive. There's some pristine clear water in Morricone. Wonder who left them here. Could use these for cooking. Alright. Well, if this has been sitting here that long, I don't know how to feel about that. No pissing. More important things to do. This room's made for bathing. Can we really just hop in mid-ride and take a real bath? Now that I could get used to. I call first step.
Hey!
What are you going to just stride up and strip nude? Where do you think you are? Unacceptable. Oh, really? It's a bathing room. Ooh, not to mention, no running water yet. Working on it. Damn. Unacceptable. I love this. I fucking... all of these characters. I am enamored.
So?
Like, the attention to detail and knowing to, like, have latches on shit in a moving vehicle, it is... I don't know, I really like those. I am a sucker for cool machines and things like that, so... Nearest's personal collection of books. They're too technical for me to understand. Should probably clean this up at some point. Oh, and you can slide shit into the kitchen. Okay. Neat. We don't get our own chambers, but Nero's does? Alright. Does? Alright.
What's this?
I want to check out the decks. The decks. The dicks. Oh yeah. This kicks ass. This kicks so much ass. Ooh, what are you doing? Saying I want to check out the decks. can I do? Oh. Nothing in it at the moment. Okay. Hi, more.
Now, where was I?
I don't need to go to academia, but I could do that at some point. Upright cleaning tool. Maybe not now. Okay. Never smelled this fragrance before. Can't tell whether it's used for food or for fuel. Perhaps that should be clearly labeled. Oh, this thing just has a fucking heart in it. Alright. Wonder what makes this thing run.
Hello?
First time on a gauntlet runner, eh? Oh, it scared me. Looks like that pipe's in here too. It's called a runner phone. There's one in every room. Now I believe I heard you speculating on the old girl's inner workings. Gauntlet runners use magma crystals as fuel to run, you see. Used to be you'd take your life in your hands when you traveled the wilds. Then thanks to the kingdom's greatest minds, the gauntlet runner was born. The runner's actual legs are based on a colossal beasts, made for zero momentum loss even on the roughest terrains. Among other things, I've modified this craft with a bit more zip and speed, another step closer to my dream. What dream? Long story, my girl. Best told to a captive audience with no plans for the next few days and nights. Love this guy. Never mind then, maybe some other time. Anyway, still plenty about the old girl that's a work in progress. But by the time I'm done, she'll have some new tricks. You just watch. It'll be sunset before long, so start thinking about bedding down for the night. Can't run in the dark, and the old girl needs a rest as much as we do. Continue towards your destination while spending time with the gauntlet runner. Obtain items, raise abilities, or do other things you wouldn't be able to do in town. Okay. More max MP? Ooh.
Understood.
That's really good, actually.
Come on.
Max HP.
Got it.
Alright. We're boosting MP. I don't care.
This. Understood.
Let's do it. Okay, let's... Wait, hold on. Someone else's laundry in here. I'll go get them and they can do laundry with us.
No.
Yeah! Got to keep the water at a consistent temperature to avoid staining the clothing. Why am I master of laundry, you ask? Because my parents practically beat it into me. Oh. Any noble who can't wash his own clothes isn't worth the fabric he wears, or something to that effect. I had to learn all about different materials. In hindsight, I think they were trying to teach me not to take advantage of my title. Wisdom that still serves me to this day.
Nonetheless.
The more time that passes, the more I understand how great my parents were. Too bad they're dead. No. That's mean of me to say. At laundry, Stroll extolled the virtues of clean clothes. Max MP up. Hooray. By 3. Also found some money in the washing machine. Must have gotten mixed in. Well, it's not mine, I don't think. Why don't you just hold on to it? That is a not insignificant amount of money. Alright. Drying everything thoroughly, we finished. Alright, yeah.
The gauntlet runner arrives at the desert camp as the scorching sun sinks below the horizon and the curtain of night falls over the land.
Whoops, I did not mean to mash through. Oopsies. I expect it to stop and not auto-scroll the dialogue, like it does for literally every other piece of dialogue in the game. At night, the vast wilderness outside town is ensconced in darkness. Forcing your way through the unmarked terrain is very dangerous, even with a stalwart gauntlet runner. Establish camp somewhere safe. 3 days till we reach Martira. Our first time camping in the Gauntlet Runner. I'm kind of excited, but it'll be a long night, so why not spend some time relaxing with someone? Oh, Leon! Mr. Stroll.
Hey.
Hey, are you looking for something to do? My weapons are as sharp as they're going to get, and I'm not up to much. Care to keep me company for a while? Yeah. Let's hang out with my boyfriend.
Now then.
So next up is Montira. It feels like just yesterday when I first arrived in the royal capital. So much has happened in such a short span of time. I met you, we went over to the northern fortress and awakened a mysterious power. I'd once thought magic like this only existed in heroic tales of times long past.
Speaking of,
I've been thinking that perhaps this is the same power that hero kings once used. If that's the case, then why do you think so many of them met miserable ends?
what's that about it? Oh, I see.
I see. As kings, they had to govern their people and maintain the peace. Martial might alone wouldn't help you there. Perhaps it's not a matter of how much power you have, but how you choose to wield it. Moreover, we've got more than one power at our disposal, and on top of that, we've got allies who share these abilities as well.
Then,
if we continue to master these archetypes, then maybe, just maybe, we'll be able to surpass the great hero kings of old. Though all this does make me wonder just how many more of these powers are still out there. A lot.
Alright.
I have a list or something like that I can go when I see a dude who you can't see. Come now, it's too early for bed. Let's talk some more. Blah 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 blah. So, Catgirl, are you into men? Why am I getting money?
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Good morning.
Top of the morning to you, my dear passengers. I trust that the sleeping quarters more than exceeded your expectations, eh?
True.
They were better than I'd feared, considering how tiny they are, but I've got a question of my own. Isn't the desert sand going to do a number on this run? My boy, remember who maintains this rugged girl. Nary a grain of sand could fit between her seams, I assure you. Regardless, we'll be leaving these arid dunes behind tomorrow.
I knew it!
Wow, renters really are neat, aren't they? Carriage would never be able to get through the desert this fast, but just keep an eye on the road, okay, Nearest?
Well met.
Catgirl, you've come at the perfect moment. I was just thinking I'd ponder some battle strategies over my game board, an abstract game of military tactics, you see. Care to indulge me in a round? Alright, I'll come back to that. I'll see what else I can do.
Hey.
Hey, Catgirl, good timing. I was about to do some maintenance on my weapons. Improve courage. Yeah, let's do that. Let's have a look at your blade then. Drop your pants. You'll think I'm getting ahead of myself here, but after things settle down, I'd like to live without the sword. I admire the idea of a world where monsters and senseless violence don't exist, where nothing is taken from you by others. That's why, one day I want to restore my ruined hometown to its former glory. Not just mine, all the ruined hometowns.
Hey!
How about you? I shared my plan, let's hear yours. What'll you do when the fight's over? I'd like to help you. Are you serious? I'm a bit relieved to hear it, tell you the truth. I've got to get stronger. Even if the village gets rebuilt, it's all for naught if it's attacked by monsters again. I want to be strong enough to rid this country of monsters, not leave it to a spineless army and its incompetent generals. They only have the power to kill those who oppose them. They have no desire to protect their people, just like Louise. We'll fight for change.
Yeah.
Excuse me. I agree, but seeing the state of our country's army, I'm all the more glad you're our captain, truly. You've resolved to stand on the front line of our fight, so it's only right that you lead. Ha. Our fight, I say. I forced my way into your mission.
Hey.
I envy you sometimes, you know. To act with such conviction, how does one become so bold? I mean, I waver sometimes.
No.
Suppose we all do, but you manage to keep a cool head when you do, unlike me. That's why you're our captain. I like Stroll. All this to say, I have faith in you. We've more battles ahead, and I'll be counting on you to get us through them. In the end, the king will be determined by what the people think of this justice. They're free to make their choices, but so is the one being chosen. I wonder who it'll end up being after all.
Alright.
Anyway, this sword's shining like new. Let's finish this up.
All right.
Courage. It's one of the things where I'm not up to rank 2 yet.
I say, we could stop
Ahoy! Break time, chums. There's something up ahead, so we'll be stopping there.
Coming now into view is the Tree of Prophecy, a resplendent tapestry of color against the backdrop of the bleak desert. One theory is that the tree's roots gorge on the land's magma, and still another is that it gorges on those enraptured by its colorful foliage, as though themselves snared by the bewitching mantle surrounding the tree. The Gauntlet Runner comes to a stop at its base.
Here we are. Shall we get a closer look? This is really fucking pretty.
Wow.
Oh wow, it's so pretty.
That's
what I said. It's not just the leaves, it's still the whole area has been painted red.
Certainly.
This place calls to mind a picture book I read as a child. It told of a great tree located somewhere within the country, whose colors shifted to foretell unusual events in the times ahead. How exactly would a tree foretell the future? And how does a plant grow this huge in the middle of a desert? I'm not sure if this explains it, but I am sensing an incredible amount of magma in the air here. If your hypothesis is correct, that would make this no mere tree, no sir, but a magical organism that feeds off of magma. As a matter of scientific research, I must document this discovery. Nearest pulled out a sheet of paper and a brush from his pocket and began to draw the landscape in front of him.
Hey.
Wow, Nearest, how did you get so good at drawing? Ah, my boy, meticulous documentation is the foundation of all good research. There you have it, I'm finished. Here, take it, for a keepsake. Wasn't it for research?
But...
all the pertinent information I need has been etched into my very mind. I can make do without the sketch itself. Hell yeah. Received Nearest's research picture. The drawing is intricately detailed and could accurately convey the full majesty of this place to a viewer who has never been there.
Hey there!
Hey, why don't we give that to Maria? I bet she'd love to see something from our journey, and we could tell her a story about this place. Excuse me.
Huh?
Huh. Magical organism in the form of a tree. Say, aren't fairies in the same classification? Precisely. Gallica is a most precious treasure as well. I've been observing her very closely, which has given me great insight into my own research into flight.
Huh?
What? You've been observing me this whole time? I don't recall you asking, so knock it off.
However,
turning our attention back towards the tree, I've heard that it tints itself blue to herald the arrival of favorable developments. I wonder what manner of anomaly its current color portends. We took a brief detour, but I feel that seeing that rare sight is broadened my wisdom.
All right.
Neat.
The Gauntlet Runner arrives in a quiet clearing, concealed by boulders, as darkness reclaims the wilderness for itself. Monsters run rampant in the wilds. To sleep here would be perilous, unless from within the safety of a Gauntlet Runner. The
Sounds
party,
about right.
secure in their Gauntlet Runner, spends the night in peace, hidden from hungry gazes.
Big stretchy. Rock Den Camp. Ooh. It do be rocky out here. We'll be in Martyra the day after tomorrow. Wonder what kind of place Martyra is. I mean, it's a place. Hey,
Well
Gutenberg.
met.
Ah, well met. I don't suppose you are as overburdened with free time as I am. I'm certainly no stranger to traveling, but I've no idea how to spend idle hours. If the idea appeals, might we talk a bit? Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it to it. This power we've woken to, I've all sorts of questions, but what I really find curious are these forms we take on. Each has their unique aspects, but one bit they all have in common is their armor-like appearance. What do you make of that? It's bizarre. Never seen armor like that. True, the designs do set them apart, but it was not their actual appearance I meant to ask about. In my opinion, the armor encloses the raging forces within us, allowing us to direct that power as one directs a horse by its reins. It is said people lose their magic because they refuse to confront their fears and anxieties, forever unaware of that power lurking within them. Is that not the very condition to awaken our slumbering power? Also, hence, why it is so exhausting and why it cannot be maintained for long? The ravenous appetite I had afterwards is proof. We'd do well to practice diligence, maintaining our food reserves.
All right.
I agree. It's getting quite late, but we've ways to go yet, so I would very much like to continue chatting with you. Hell yeah. Productive. Hulkenberg and I talked for a while.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Hey.
Judgment!
Welcome in, Gelato. Thank you for the follow. I'm doing okay. How about you? Welcome to the stream.
Finally! We're out of the desert! Oh wow! I missed all this green!
Why is it so bumpy?
That'd be the change in terrain, lad. See, you got to let the suspensions get used to hard ground instead of soft sand.
Makes
Must
sense.
be nice to fly everywhere.
Oh. Glad to hear that. I'm also good. Thanks for asking. That's good to hear.
Did we just crash?
Always good to
Of course not.
be doing better than,
That's
you know, better than bad. Is
A
always good.
cannonade.
If that makes any earthly sense. I don't know. Oh. How's stream going? It's going okay. Only about an hour deep, but
My star is rising!
I'm normal about the hotel.
Sanctism will reign!
It's them.
Damn.
Remember, from the opening ceremony. I think one of them is Godot, Forden's confidant, and the other is Luis's man, Gladel.
Prominent candidates. Shouldn't the king's magic petrify them for their aggression?
No, see where they're aiming. They're not shooting to kill, just to take out the opposing runner's
Sorry,
legs.
profile pic looks really awesome. Thank you. It is a commission I got a while back of my persona in cow print lingerie because I thought it was cute. Doesn't seem like they're trying to plan a fatal shot. Just aiming to break the... Yeah.
Stuck out in the wilds with no working runner. Well, they survive or not, they dash you well out of the race.
So it is a clash to hold each other's advance.
Yeah, it's my Sona.
Damn fools couldn't resist a
I've been
show of
using
force.
the same Sona for several years now, and yeah.
Look! Over by the legs. That crier is there too.
I see. Acting as witness to the higher candidate's conflict. It seems Gladel cannot match Godot's firepower.
Plan hinges on winning Luis's favor. Looks really pretty. Thank you. We also have all of the emotes on this channel are of, you know, my Sona, because easiest way to represent myself. There are some follower emotes, there are some sub emotes that you may explore at your leisure. Can we afford to abandon Gladel if he's one of Luis's supporters?
What's our plan? If we just hang back and watch, Godot's gonna win. And Forden gets a leg up on the competition.
Let's help him
Let's
out.
give Gladel a hand here.
I'm normal about him. I want to get
Good
in.
thinking. That way
So
we could
pretty.
win
Thank you,
Luis's regards.
so.
Agreed. Let us ride to Gladel's aid.
I say, hold on. You realize you're a no-name candidate, eh? If he wants to shut you out, he'll not have to aim for just our legs.
It's a runner, isn't it? If things get too dicey, we'll just run. Didn't you say we had the fastest craft around?
Fine. Suppose there's no room for caution if we want the world's eyes on us.
True.
Okay, then it's settled. Let's make sure he owes us big.
There should be an external runner phone out there.
We're here to help. Withdraw, Gladel. Who goes there? Why do you stand for Luis's forces? Well, sorry, can't get into it now. That corner runner.
I love Stroll.
You're that commoner candidate who destroyed the Grand Cathedral! Was that not enough?
Do you mind if I say something? Go ahead.
The sacred a second time!
We keep it pretty chill in chat here. I'm not really, like, big on policing what people say.
So be it. In God's name, be thou punished.
Get out, as long as we're board of the deck. Whoa. Aiming to kill us here in the Alright, shit.
You dare interfere in my fight! Is it fame you seek? You thought by confronting me, you might lift your own names? Then you chose the wrong opponent.
I hate to interrupt, Old Egg, but it's a touch more complex than that.
We of the Crown Theocracy's monk army have silenced all who would oppose the eminence of God. Your petty ruses are beneath me. Now you shall know how powerless you truly are.
Remember, the king's magic means we cannot move to strike Godot himself.
Go for his followers first. We'll thin their numbers and turn the tide.
Yeah.
Go, my brethren! Put the fear of God into these impious commoners!
Don't forget about the petrification magic!
Fire!
A nobles, I call upon royal power within! Hack and slash!
Is everyone all right? For all that we strive for, I crush you!
You disgrace the sanctity way!
You might be lightning weak, I think.
Let's do this. What could you hope to achieve?
It's on a conscious
This is
mark.
nothing.
Let's draw, see if you have an amazing idea for your character.
Damn it!
I am curious about your idea.
We can't attack him.
I shall vanquish
Point
evil!
with us.
I'll cut you down!
Right on target.
I will
With
hear
a
you
single
out.
fist, I shake. Oh, power of heroes!
It's okay.
I won't hold back!
Nice! You hit their weakness!
Prostrate yourself
That's your
No
own
holding
weapon.
back! Hack and slash! Fly hard!
Healing arts.
Thanks.
My thanks.
What could you hope to achieve? Take this!
Smirk twice per turn.
Come forth, royal soul. Freeze.
You hit their weakness!
Witness
I
me,
call upon
brethren!
royal power within!
It's too early to come to his side.
Shut up!
To him, no
I thought she said
return.
shut up, but I'm thinking about it now. She probably said shatter.
Now, knight!
With a single come! I crush you! Still standing, I see.
More
More.
resilient than
No.
I expected.
Whoops.
I would lose nothing by conceding this fight.
You have Discord? I
The
do.
faithful are watching.
I mean, you can also just say it in chat. I'm not especially picky. I'm good with whatever.
For the sake of my dear brethren, I must hold nothing back. Now, feel the righteous truth of sanctism engraved upon your flesh.
Does this mean he's getting serious?
Rise, my brothers. Sanctism will reign!
First badly wounded. Someone heal her!
Vitus power. Freeze.
You hit their weakness!
A noble knight!
That's your opening, Captain!
I'll cut you down! Tougher than I thought.
You're in bad shape. She needs help.
Are you all right?
That helped.
I owe you.
I won't hold back!
Nice.
Witness me, brethren!
Knight! Hack and slash!
There we go.
So, the faithful are broken before you, yet your desperate struggling is for naught. You cannot defy the inevitable. I am immune to all
You
your
have any trust
wicked
issues?
hearts.
I have many. I'll be honest. Because the amount of times people will be like, "Hi, I want to draw something for you," and then it turns out to be a scam. I know that's like a pretty common bot thing on Twitch, and I'm not saying that's what you're doing. But I'm saying it's a common thing, and it's something to like... something I'm very much on my toes about.
Oh, he gets to do whatever he wants, and we can't even get near him!
Bend the knee and yield to the divine truth of sanctism. Now, are you prepared for the end?
Ah, I think not, you
You want
rotter.
art? I mean, I'm good on art for the moment right now. I'm not gonna lie. Cause nothing's truly free. All of the emotes on the channel I've either commissioned or I have made myself. So there's always a catch, as it were.
What have you done to my gauntlet runner?
We've nothing to lose. At the very least, I can thrash your old clunker until it's inoperable.
This is a waste of my time. So be it. You'll face your divine punishment soon enough.
Phew. Finally, he took the hint. Hey! Get down here! What are you playing at? You think I owe you now or something? I would have been fine without your meddling.
Are you hurt?
Are you hurt? Of course I'm not hurt. Look, what are you after?
A fair fight, if nothing else.
Like Liddell, surely you can spare some manners for a crew that saved our lives?
Oh, I like her.
Honestly,
But she's the
that got a bit
she's the
ugly for
performer
my
at the
liking.
ceremony, though. The hair.
Well, well, well. Do my eyes deceive me?
Yep.
Juna the songstress in the flesh. What brings you all the way out here? A little tryst on the road, is it?
Nothing so saucy. I'm afraid this cad's just my chauffeur. Now please, darling, a little privacy, or I'll have to charge for an interview.
Fair enough, miss. Fair enough. Nothing you're not used to. But consider me chastened and shooed. Besides, I might have found another angle here that's just as promising.
You surprised me out there, love. You bested Godot. So you're not just a pretty face. You were more help than my useless driver, at least.
Look here. However talented and famed a songstress she may be, you must remember to contain yourselves.
Songstress? Wait, is she the same Nydia lady who sang at the opening ceremony?
You fucking know it.
But that's... oh, blast it all, I can't take it anymore. I'd know the suspensions anywhere. You had Caden workshop on this, eh? Yes, those are quality parts and no mistake. Luis really shells out for his own.
By the crown, you can't be serious! She is Juno! The kingdom's greatest singer! The dulcet diva! Oh, this is preposterous! Surely I can't be the only one starstruck? Really? No one else wants to shake her hand? Well, then on behalf of this group, I suppose it falls to me.
You're an interesting little ensemble.
You could say that.
Wait, is that a fairy? A real living one? Where did you...
Hey, up there!
He's actually finished it.
Nearest is gonna come. That's fucking huge. Me when she pulls down her pants.
Luis.
Who's that fella on the left? Normal response.
My
Staring
lord,
respectfully.
Louise. How kind to provide a personal escort.
Excuse me, Jesus Christ.
So that's it. I thought it was strange that a candidate like Gladel got stuck playing someone's driver.
But she was still the Sanctist's pick for the opening ceremonies? Guess even Forden's camp has to bend to popular opinion.
My humblest apologies, my lord Luis, for this travesty, especially when you had graced me with the privilege of bearing the lovely Lady Juna.
Glad to see Lady June is safe at least.
Ooh, the apathetic, dark-haired wolf boy. Ooh. As a Beastars fan, I'm interested in this.
I could have crushed that churchman like a bug. And I would have if these insolent fools hadn't.
I'm sure. Sorry, don't much care.
It would seem you had to clean up my associate's mess. I'd like to express my gratitude, but if I might ask, who are you?
I'm a candidate.
I'm just another candidate.
Indeed. Then we are both striving for the throne. One would think you commoners, but for the Lady Knight at your side. And you have a gauntlet runner. Most curious. What made you decide to enter the competition?
Looks like he's more interested than we anticipated. This might be our chance, so choose your words wisely, okay?
None of these are good answers for this guy. This is being a suck-up. This is correct. This is more correct, but like, is showing our hand.
Hey, I know you want to get this right, but this is no time to get lost in thought. The more you head...
Why even, like,
I want to
give
help
me
you,
the choice
Count
then?
Louis.
Fucking...
Oh? You fight in my name, do you?
Really now? So, you thought you'd step in for a little self-promotion?
Hiccups, goddammit.
We want to help anyone in need. That's what we believe in.
Anyone? Most interesting. However, my immediate needs are met in terms of swordhounds.
Oh, come now. Don't they have a certain charisma to them? Why? I dare say I saw them use magic without igniters.
Please, I know we can help you. We want nothing more than to see your vision realized, Lord Luis.
You do know what that vision is built on, don't you? If you would claim yourself my ally, then prove your power before all the kingdom's eyes. You can't change the world without power, after all. If you can manage that, I'll consider your proposal.
See you, loves.
Don't think this changes anything. Come on, Hector!
His dog is named Hector. Oh, that's cute.
It soars like a damn bird.
Right then, that could have gone worse. We were lucky we managed to connect with Luis this early.
No thanks to that Gladel. Even should we be accepted, he'll be no ally of ours.
Well, at the very least, Luis knows our faces. All we have to do now is avoid screwing it up.
He wants to see our power, does he? Then let's find Heisme, bring him to justice, and show the nation we're a force to be reckoned with.
As the chirping birds return to their nests and the darkness claims its dominion, the Gauntlet Runner at last arrives at its repose, a place grown thick with trees. Are the sounds from between the trees just the leaves being caressed by the wind? Or are they the whispers of the beguiling beings of the dark? The party never has to find out, for they are safe within the Gauntlet Runner.
Again, I hate that the dialogue auto-advances for this map screen. Like, that should be a toggle at the very least.
Ah! Oh, damn it, blast!
Did you hear that?
It's over. The end of the road. So ends the life of the genius engineer.
Genius engineer?
What say we go check on him?
I agree. Can we bond?
Hey! Nurse, you okay?
Oh, you two. Terribly sorry. It's nothing, really.
I don't think
it doesn't sound like nothing.
Ah, no hiding it from you, is there? No, it's just the old runner. She runs like a dream, you see, but I wanted to make her peerless. An absolute beauty, you know, top of her class. Something that would make even old Luis's runner look like a bally apple cart. I'd not be floundering so much if I just had a bit of spark.
A spark?
Yes, my girl. A spark of inspiration. A moment of epiphany, like when I saw the lost relic.
I know he wasn't talking to me, but when he said, "Yes, my girl," that hit... That gave me some good euphoria. That was nice.
Lost relic? Doesn't ring a bell.
Ah, yes, context. They say that long, long ago, there was a civilization so highly advanced it was beyond all modern understanding. Automation ruled the day. People lived surrounded by machinery with no need to work. Legend has it that they lived lives of convenience and comfort. But somehow, that civilization just up and disappeared. God only knows what happened to them.
Sounds kind of far-fetched already.
Hear me out, would you? The point is, once in a stretch, you hear about someone unearthing relics from those days of yore. Absolutely inscrutable to the layman, don't you know? But those in the know would recognize such a prize at a single glance.
Who'd you hear this from?
Who'd you hear this from?
Heard it, lad. I've seen it with my own eyes. You see, there was this old inventor in the neighborhood where I grew up, quite sharp, but a bit balmy. That old fellow only showed me his find once, but even seeing it lit a fire in me, like being struck by lightning. After that, it was like a boiling pot. Ideas, ideas, ideas rising to the surface. And my tinkering always came out marvelous. Some proper court engineer-worthy genius. Something about it utterly captured my imagination. The lost relic, I mean.
Wow. You could try getting him to show you again.
If only I could. That old fellow went back to his own hometown. That single solitary glimpse of the past was all I had.
We gotta get more relics.
He told me he'd leave me the relic in his will.
Okay, so where's this guy's hometown?
So what I'm hearing is we go to this town, we kill this guy.
Some tiny hamlet somewhere on the outskirts of Martira. A village by the name of Camero or some such.
We should look into Camaro when we get into Martira.
This one's important.
5 heroes and sons. Ooh. We left Neurus, who dissolved into doom and gloom again, and headed towards our narrow sleeping quarters in the Gauntlet Runner.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
So we'll arrive in Montira this evening, then. Good. Soon we'll be liberated from this blasted shaking. Liberated? I do believe I take offense to that. The fairy girl's right, you know, a carriage could never keep up the pace. Some gratitude would be appreciated. Apologies, I am grateful. It's just hard to show it while on the verge of losing your lunch. That, and I pray we can avoid further hindrances like yesterday's.
Isn't that...
Once we arrive in town, we're supposed to meet with Bardon, right? I'm sure the sights will be distracting, but let's not keep the man waiting.
Departing the capital and barreling southward, the party's gauntlet runner at last arrives in the old castle town, Martira, where their client, Bardon, awaits. The towering castle's stark walls stare down coldly upon its visitors. The only question now is whether or not this gambit was the right move.
I think it is. I believe in us. Because we're not just taking down some critter, we're taking down someone for the good of the people and for the good of the land.
'Tis far more desolate a place than I'd heard.
Not many people out. It's like everyone's afraid of something.
Troublesome.
Ah, you're here! I've been hoping you'd show up soon.
I know it's been a while, but we pledged to help you. We'll not go back on our word.
How did he get here so fast? Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, how did he get here this fast?
Glad to hear it. I'm sure Lady Joanna will also be pleased.
Because he only left like the day before us.
Oh, your pardon. Lady Joanna rules this city. She's also a most holy sanctuaress of the Sanctus Church. She lives there, in Criganti Castle.
I take it the locals are hoping for His Eminence Forden to win the tournament.
Aye, naturally. No sane and righteous man would want Luis on the throne. Speaking of, I heard there was a scuffle on the road between two candidates gauntlet runners. The criers say Forden's
my
allies
camera
suffered the worst
disconnected.
of it.
Whoopsies. Hold on. Fucking. Okay, we're back. If it freezes again, yell at me, chat.
Ah, well, that's Luis's camp for you. I assume it was them. I mean, some nasty characters at his heel, eh?
I'm an epidem today. Luis is a
Luis is
tyrant.
nothing but a...
Yes. Such atrocities in his name. Unforgivable.
Captain, are you sure we can trust these strangers? These bounty boarders are always in it just for the money.
Looks like his officer's not on our side just yet.
Dinna be rude, Morris. They've come a long way for
He's
our
actually
sakes.
using the Scottish dialect. Yeah.
Now, I'm sure you must be knackered from the journey. Let me show you to it. You can try our local speciality, perhaps.
You've a local delicacy. 'Twould be a welcome treat.
You chaps go on. The old girl needs a bit of maintenance after carrying us so far.
Can't that wait until you've eaten?
Too much at stake, lad. Go on, don't worry, and I'll sort her out. Might well fix the bally waterworks while I'm at it.
Come, everyone. This way.
Is this some kind of smoked dish?
Roasted larvae of the giant sandworm. It's Martira's culinary speciality. Cooked to a delicate finish, just enough to preserve all the natural juices and flavors of the innards.
All I can think of is the Emperor's New Groove scene at the fucking diner, where they just crack open the grub.
Oh good. Larval innards.
Tis a unique texture, to be sure, but the taste is divine. Exquisite.
I really love that delivery. Like, okay, I keep talking about how much I'm fucking loving this game.
You're
the
completely
voices,
serious,
the voice
aren't you?
direction, the fucking sound design, top notch.
Something the matter? Do try some of your own before it gets cold.
Looks great.
It looks great.
Come now, they're offering us fine hospitality. Tis only right that we graciously savor it.
Yes, absolutely right. I'll be cheering you on. And, I'll see to the funeral plans.
Oh my god. Barely bitten into this thing and I already felt a spray of something. But as for the taste, it's not that bad.
Are you actually enjoying that?
How was it? Sometimes the insides can twitch a bit, but it's harmless, I assure you.
Would that I had
This
time to
game's so
try
good.
more of your dishes, but to business. Can you fill us in on the details of all these kidnappings?
Aye. Our wee ones have been going missing for at least 6 months. All told, we're looking at 15 children now unaccounted for.
They busted out the dinner, but they're not gonna pull out the wins. I'm disappointed.
Do you think this Heismay is your culprit?
Only in the Scottish dialect, nothing else.
I'm told he's a disgraced knight with nowhere else to turn. We've no proof, but the pieces fit. Seems to me that with nothing else to lose, he's gone rogue.
He's gone rogue.
For a man who claimed a knight's honor to stoop to such horrors. 'Tis unacceptable. We must end this quickly, for our sake and his own.
If I recall the brief, it'll be quite a feat to even get near this Heismay. His hideout was in the midst of the Sandworm's territory, yes?
Aye, well remembered. He certainly isn't going to make this easy for us.
So, is Heismay's hideout way out here? Looks pretty far from Martira.
There's a runner.
Let's see here.
That's giant sandworm's nest.
It's a campground.
Oh. And right there's a labyrinth.
Let's see.
Here's where we are now.
There's a runner.
Let's see.
It's a...
Now that you mention it,
Oh, it was just
I
showing
have to
me the
wonder
map. I
how we
thought it
can
was
even
telling you to take
survive
off
out
now.
there.
We've been chasing any lead we have, but we can't figure it all out. We're in over our heads.
We'll get this job done.
We're awful grateful to have you. And don't worry, we'll pay you what you're due. After all, nobody else in the royal capital would give it a second glance.
We help anyone in need. That's why we've come this far.
Inspiring words, young man. Now, I hope you're not full yet. We've a whole spread of other dishes for you. Now this is the pride of the town. A fine sweetmeat made from the juvenile sandworm's entrails. You'll find this tastes as sweet as any dessert. Together, I'm sure we can find a way to the stronghold without falling prey to those worms. Now, please, dig in.
The squelch.
Tis
Oh my
altogether
god.
different from the roast. Why, 'tis succulent as a mellow fruit. Another marvel.
You must have gotten used to eating anything you had to out in the wilds, eh?
I'll schedule a meeting with the Honourable Lady Joanna tomorrow.
Schedule.
Please, rest your weary heads for today.
If they aren't here, con a free meal out of us, that is.
Now, let's go.
It's been a while.
It's been forever since I've had such a spacious bed.
Exactly.
We're going to meet the lady of the town first thing in the morning, so get your beauty sleep, okay? You know I will.
Pleasure to see you.
As requested by Bard, the entire tavern has been reserved for your party's private use today. Had to kick out a house full of drunkards for this, so I hope you're all worth it. Nice of you to come all this way. Please make yourselves comfortable. Beds are in the back, past the door next to the desk. Okay. Oh, it's an informant. I see. I'm gonna talk to Hulkenberg first, because of course I am. All the cuisine here was delicious to the last meal. Martira is a fine city indeed. Which makes this Heismay's offenses all the more damning. If all we've heard is true, hunting him will be a trial indeed. To be expelled from the Order is one thing, but to be wholly stripped of his knighthood, I would not be surprised if the man's given in to despair. I will give Smash despair. Sephiroth raising an arm over his head. .png. Finally free of those tiny runabunks. Nice to sleep in an inn, isn't it? Love a good inn.
Yeah.
Right?
Can see the monsters out there when we camp out on the runner, so I can rest a little easier on an inn. Hey Kiri, welcome in, welcome in. How's you? I've been spooked by the boo. I wish Neurus would come inside with us, but I suppose if the run is a castle, then he is its king. Yeah. I really like Neurus. Rest well.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Wow, what beautiful weather. I think we might have overslept, though.
Oh, hold on.
Where is everyone?
Let's hurry.
I want to Krigante Castle ahead of us. Apparently we can get there by climbing the stairs in Stairstone Market. Ugh. What do you sell? Water.
What is it?
I love the universal reaction to... I like the final part of this game. Let me tell you, you're gonna love the game even more. Oh, I'm so ready. I'm so down.
Oi!
What?
Unpopular little byway is all.
All good.
I'm gonna take a weird detour. I don't care. Actually, maybe I care a little. Whoops.
What now?
Fucking map. That's
all right,
the button.
then.
You know what? No, I will take the byway.
Let's not.
Oh. Alright. Okay. I was just locked into that animation for a while. Alright.
Now what am I to do?
Nah.
Stop that at once!
No. I don't think I will.
What'll I do?
Weapon shop.
Hey!
What'll it be?
Do I have items that need appraisal? I'm pretty sure I do. I do. Bye. Increases fire attack, ice attack. Yeah, let's take this.
Yeah.
Equip it. Let's get the partisan first. Cestus for
good.
You. Anyways, hi, hello, just woke up, saw the live notif, so here I be. Hope you're well. I've been getting by. It's been a rough go of things at times, but you know what? I'm doing okay. And I hope you slept well. And welcome to the stream.
Can't be. What'll it be?
Bye. As for evasive movements, I'm gonna get this for fucking you.
Indeed.
Yeah. I will get this for me.
Yeah.
You're alive and surviving, that's what's important. Truly. We love surviving and aliving.
What now?
Do I have... This is better. Let's sell some old gear.
Now then. Now then. Now then. Now then. Now then.
Now then.
Now then.
Bye. Let's go here. Honestly, 3 of these would probably be really good.
Yeah, indeed.
Yeah. Still keeping Protag as a mage for the moment, yeah. I feel like near us is probably going to give me Gunner, and I might try that out for a bit, but I do like mage for now. Elemental coverage makes brain go brr.
Can't be.
What'll I do here?
More people missing.
We should just offer up some convicts or unwanted children and say, you know any Elda no one would miss? Screw you. That was a joke that went too far. Worried, I tell you. Putting my foot in my mouth now and then. Can you blame me? You can really just say, hey, fuck you, man. And I'm here for it. I love it. Don't really need new. Are you interested in the rocks with all the faces? Came to see the podium.
Hang on, would it?
It says,
I see.
Crier said that stones had appeared around the world, and they weren't wrong. That means wherever we are, we'll be able to know the rankings. That's handy. First is Ford, and then the second is Luis. The support they've earned is kind of overwhelming. Gonna love Gunner when you do unlock it. It was my favorite for a while. I got you. Even after a human rampage in front of the Grand Cathedral, Luis's following is as strong as ever. If anything, he's more popular. Just goes to show how dissatisfied people were under the previous king. If we don't handle this smartly, Luis could very well end up king. No, we've got to stop that from happening at least. I'm sure Forden's gonna be making a move too. Hear a voice from somewhere. Locus of his people's support, great custodian of things.
Tis in thy hands now.
My daily standing is humanly. Yes. That is a lot. Okay.
Yep.
Now we know where we stand. Should we get back to it? Yeah. Oh, it's the fucking mouse girl. For top performance, you need top mechanics. Visit Caden Gauntlet Runner Workshop. Hold on, isn't this just a Gauntlet Runner advertisement? She's using the tournament to make sales, not because she wants the crown. Anything goes, I guess. Are there any normal candidates? No. We're all freaks.
Oh, any one of them.
Manor door. Hey.
I've awaited you.
So, you've all come. Fantastic. Lady Joanna's waiting inside. Let's go right now, if that's alright.
Aye, yes.
Please, come this way then. Let's fucking do it. Let's do it.
May I present Lady Joanna, Sanctoress and the ruler of this city. These are the ones who have undertaken the request to subjugate Heisman.
I am Joanna, presiding lady of this city.
Her
On its
mom-
behalf, you have my gratitude for traveling all the way from the royal capital.
Her model really doesn't do her justice. I love her portrait art. Like, honestly.
Lady Joanna refused to use taxes to pay for this, so she sold her own heirlooms and possessions to secure the funds.
It's
yeah.
clear you
I
want
like her.
only the best for your people, milady. So we'll give you our best in return.
I cannot claim any nobility above yours. Even as other aspirants to the throne quarrel and bicker, you've chosen instead to help the kingdom's people.
Well, we don't deserve that much credit. After all, we're not helping for free.
Even so, please put an end to this tragedy.
We won't let you down.
Oh, whoops. I did not realize it was a dialogue choice. Yeah, but that's what I would have picked anyway, so.
Thank you. In truth, I thought it foolish to decide a monarch by a simple vote of popularity. But perhaps there is something to it. Here is my offer. If you get rid of the culprit, I will appeal to the people of this town to support you.
Bet.
'Tis most kind, but can you truly afford that? Surely, as a church sanctoress, His Eminence Forden would expect your support.
Indeed. However, I would rather have a king who truly cares for his subject.
Yes, Lady Joanna.
Now, I must return to my duties. I shall await our next meeting.
We're counting on you.
'Twas a confident smile indeed, with a great deal of pain behind it.
I know it's but a step in our plan, but truly, I hope we can help these people. She even promised us political support.
Let's help the
did
people
say
first, but like, as a
Well, I mean,
bonus.
I can't help but wonder if she'll keep her word on that. It's quite a promise to make when she barely knows us.
Did something seem amiss?
Not in particular. Maybe it's just the gloominess of this place getting to me. So what are we gonna do about
It's
Heisman?
because you've been eating too much
We'll have to go out in
sandworm.
sandworm territory to find him, right?
The mere fact of his kidnappings suggests he's passing unseen by guards and sandworms alike. The question is, how?
Let's ask around the city a bit first.
Is he the Dune guy?
Though I can't say we'll find...
Whoops.
We should go.
Everyone went out to gather information. We should ask around too. Yo. Okay. Hello.
How did I wind up
Any of them let my wee ones out of the house because of the kidnappings. The poor bairns are fair mopey, but bless them. When I told General Barden as much, his face felt like a drop by. He's pure heart, General is. But I never mind that. Off to fight Heisman, are you? Keep your guard up then. Rumor has it he's got some passing skill. They say he's faster than any soldier, that nobody could so much as nick him. Must be quick on his feet.
Boy.
Oi, you there. Can I talk to you for a bit? Heard that you're gonna catch that Heisman for us. I just want to give you my thanks. You see, my wife, she's one of the people that have gone missing.
My thanks to you.
I don't know if I can be of any help to you, but please, if there's anything I can do, just say the word. Do you know about giant sandworms? Unfortunately, no. Don't know much about them, I'm afraid. Sorry, I can't be of help. You ought to ask the others around here, though. The shopkeepers might know more.
All good.
Really? That's the Stairstone Market, right? Let's try and asking around there.
Oh, any one of them will do.
You.
Welcome.
Ah, I'm sorry. Afraid I'm all sold out of meat today.
So, hey,
Then what's that hanging above you? Ah, fuck. Oh no, that's okay. We're after information about more... We're after information more than meat today. You don't happen to know anything about a giant sandworm, do you? Only that it's dangerous. When I go out hunting, I give him a wide berth. Wow, impressive that you can go out there alone. Still, do you know anyone who might know something? You might try asking that fellow by the armor shop. He's got quite a fondness for giant sandworm larvae.
Ridiculous.
Alright. I want to talk to all the shopkeepers. Hello. Listen. City never seems to grow. On the plus side of that, that means I can formulate unique medicines for each one of my customers. If you ever become a regular here in Martyr, I'll be sure to concoct some of my very best medicines for you.
Can't be.
You.
What is it?
Giant sandworm. We Martyrans love our edible grubs, but we're a bit indifferent to their inedible parents. Lorve is my personal favorite, but I know little about them before they make it to the kitchen. Who may know more about them? Can't recall any. Oh, wait, hang on, I just thought of someone. There was a merchant yesterday at the tavern boasting he'd gotten real close to the sandworm's den. If that's true, it'd be quite the feat. Maybe he's still in town.
Nice.
Some good info. Maybe this merchant's still nearby. Let's ask around Thoroughfare Square. Blah, blah, blah. I can speak today, I promise. Gonna take another drink.
An elder candidate? No. Must have got that wrong.
Just the passive racism you can hear in towns is kind of funny.
I'm out of ideas. What do you want to know?
You were at the tavern. What's your business with me?
Excuse me.
Well, we're looking for a merchant, one who had something to say about the giant sandworm yesterday. Oh, that guy from last night. Yeah, he was blathering so loud I heard him whether he wanted to or not. And where he is? Who do you think you're talking to? I'm this town's informant, you see. I can tell you where that merchant is, among other things. 150 Reeve, I got you.
Thank you kindly.
Just like I know you would, now that
He's
deal's
the
deal.
real skinny.
Ishkia in front of the fountain, just there. He drank so much yesterday at the tavern he was practically taking a bath. Now he's hungover.
All right.
Finally got some useful information out of this guy. Now let's go to the fountain and talk to the merchant. I mean, I could have guessed that because I saw him, but like...
I can hardly think on it.
Oh, my head. What is it? You got business with me? Hey, is it true you got pretty close to the giant sandworm's den? How did you manage to do that and live to tell the tale? Oh, right. Tell you the truth, I didn't get that close to it. Just found a giant sandworm husk. That was it. And at the bar I was excited and, well, pretty drunk. Anyway, at some point the story turned into me waltzing right up to the sandworm and staring it down, and I regret that now. Aw, dang it. Well, great. No one seems to have any information. It's almost sunset, too. Let's meet at the tavern for now. I'll go gather everyone else.
Not a scrap. I suppose we knew it wouldn't be that simple.
Yeah.
It is far too early to give up.
My neck.
I spent over a year asking after the prince with no luck. And still I did not falter.
Yes, and it's very admirable. But I think I prefer a change of tack instead.
Oh.
You there. Might you answer a question?
They're pretty.
Terribly sorry, but I can't help you.
Oh, it's this dude. I feel like I've seen this dude.
I'm just here on my leisure. You're better off finding the information you're looking for elsewhere.
Where have I seen this guy?
Suspicious character, isn't he?
Yeah.
Hey, you lot. You seriously gonna hunt down Heisme?
You're Barden's man.
Yeah, the guy with the attitude.
Not sure I should tell you this, but here I am. There's actually a way to avoid the giant sandworms. You just gotta wait for the sand flash. It's a local event, a kind of storm, and the wind kicks up sand peppered with magic crystals. Not too uncommon a sight round here. Our diviners say we'll have a sand flash in about 5 days. Seems to put most wild beasts to sleep. Might be some magic effect, or might just be waiting out the storm. And that includes the sandworms, eh?
Okay.
They'll nod off, and with proper timing, you'll sneak right past them. Heisme might well be using the same trick himself.
We're much obliged, but if you know all this, why haven't you and the guard gone out?
A guard unit stomping around would wake up the whole den. Didn't much like saying it, but us local lads wouldn't be much use against Heisme anyway. But
Makes
you think
sense.
you can handle him? Aye? Wouldn't be here otherwise.
This information.
That
we can-
information is all we needed. Thanks for the help.
I got
Good luck
this.
out there.
We got this.
Don't worry, no charge for the advice, eh? Can't have you getting yourself killed now. Cap's reputation's on the line. And, one more thing. You didn't get this info from me. Aye?
Understood. But why? You could have shared this with us at supper yesterday.
What? And got myself volunteered to go out there as your travel guide? No danger of that.
I see.
Anyway, I'm counting on you.
Finally, a solid lead falls into our laps. And we'll not even have to bother with the sandworms. We've apparently got 5 days till the sand flash hits. Let's make sure we can get this done quick. Looks like more than a day's trip on the map.
If it takes us one night to reach the giant sandworm's territory, and we aim to go when the storm has them all asleep, We should leave in 4 days' time.
Okay.
Let's go inform Nearest.
Let's go to that town Nearest was talking about.
Righto, straightforward enough. Long as we get in when the worms have all tucked in for a nap, we'll be just dandy. Suppose I'd better crack on with the tune-ups then. Don't want the old girl failing on us when she'll be our only hope of egress, eh?
I think something just reacted. What is this?
Oh, that? Damned if I know. It was just in the blueprints from the royal family. Works rather like an igniter, but no idea what it does. Just don't go breaking... Oh, easy there. You all right, lad?
My eyes.
Thought I saw something glowing. Then you came over all giddy, gave me a start.
For a moment it was like the light was blinding. Yeah, no shit.
Still can't believe this thing reacted. Look, we don't want any nasty surprises, so I vote we stay put and rest up for today, just in case. Don't want you passing out on me, do I? Just consider it a little precaution for the trip.
Rested inside the Gauntlet Runner for today at Nearest's request.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Hello, Moore.
Your journey is going well, it seems. One by one, you take your steps forward on this road. A supernatural awakening, a call to adventure, legs to carry you. All of these are coming together. Accordingly, new powers needed for the journey seem to have awakened.
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about? By my eyes report, there is one piece of equipment in the Gauntlet Runner that was created in ancient times.
Okay.
Something no longer crafted in this day and age. A divine relic. It contains ancient magic once thought lost. The power of teleportation. With proper use, its great power will turn your Gauntlet Runner swifter than any beast or transport on land.
That's huge, actually.
Most interesting. The reasons elude me, but you seem qualified to use this divine relic. I cannot imagine this is mere coincidence. Perhaps you are guided by an unknown hand. Now, try to imagine. Vivid, familiar scenery. Somewhere far from the land where you rest.
What's going on here?
What's with all the yelling? Wait, isn't this...
What? The royal capital? How? We were in Martira just last night.
Eurus, surely you didn't drive us back here?
It's a 4-day journey.
Are you mad? Don't you remember how many days the last trip took? You can't dash and well pop over to the capital in a single night.
I wonder if this is the teleportation magic Moore was talking about. You don't say.
What?
What? So this is...
This is some magic you saw in a dream?
So this teleportation, it can just whisk us all back to the royal capital in a flash. Even the Gauntlet Runner came along for the ride.
Oh, yeah.
It certainly did. And there might be a reason for that.
Do you know something?
She was custom-made for the prince. When I wasn't there in the concept phase, when they gave me an odd gadget and said, make it work, I bloody well made it work. You saw it yourself, eh, my lad? That part all bound up in its heart. Last night, we caught it glowing. Then I wake up and find a proper hullabaloo.
I fucking love this guy.
Thing. It only started glowing when you got close, eh? Maybe you were a trigger of some kind.
Yeah, maybe I am.
I cannot say I've
Maybe.
heard of teleportation, and yet... Surely there can be no explanation for this other than magic.
Hold on. If we're back in the capital, that means we've got bigger problems. We're due back in Martira for the bounty. If it takes us days to get back, that's all our planning ruined.
Now what if I teleport us back?
If we magicked ourselves over here, let's bally well see if we can magic ourselves back, eh?
He makes it sound so easy, but what do you think?
'Tis no small feat we ask, I know, but might you at least try?
Tons up. Can I really use this teleportation magic? I'll just have to try.
Where to?
Focus on Martira.
It reacted! The lad really is the key to triggering it.
Whoa! Hey! Are you sure this is safe?
All we can do is trust him.
It's Martira. We really are back.
I can't believe it. It feels just like when the king's magic caused that spectacle in the capital.
In my eyes, it's the other way around. It's not powerful by virtue of being connected to the king or to the lad. Maybe it's that all magic is supposed to have potential of this magnitude.
Something like that.
You've all got some powers that defy understanding too, eh? Gives one the sense that those sanctists preaching about needing igniters are wrong, or lying outright.
I suppose when you say it like that.
I mean, probably.
Speaking of sanctism, well, not
It's
like
just
this.
regulation on magic.
A tool
is
full
what
of this
it
kind of
is.
practical, unorthodox magic is against all their teachings. Why would the royals have had it?
Hold a moment. With this teleportation on our side, can we travel anywhere in the world with only a thought? If that's so, we may not even need a gauntlet runner at all.
What? You mean we could just magic snap ourselves to Brylehaven? Just like that?
Slight problem. I don't know what. I don't have a mental image of Brylehaven. I don't know where I'm looking.
Go on, try it out.
Boing.
No reaction.
Wish I could imagine it, but we've never been.
So we can't go somewhere we've never been before. Anywhere else you've...
No. Commoners don't usually visit the three great cities.
'Twould seem this power of travel is somewhat conditional. Best that we define its boundaries now.
Go somewhere you
So,
know.
in the end, the only places we can teleport to are the cities we've actually been to.
Well, thank you very much. Ha! Almost had me out of a job there, lad.
Sounds like you've got to envision the destination in great detail for it to work. We'll need more than a glance out a window or a passing familiarity. And you have to focus for it too. Seems to take you a moment, which means it won't save us in a fight.
Not as convenient as it sounds, huh?
How so? Now we can return to the royal capital any time we need to restock. 'Tis useful enough as is, and the more places we travel, the more we can return to.
You're right. And now we can drop by to see Maria whenever we like.
I
But
can
like
give her that
it
picture.
really is something impressive.
Even if we've no idea where it comes from, it should certainly prove useful.
Where am I being paid?
Our
Why
next
dost
foe is
I
a bounty,
have
and we have a
twin
lot of preparing to do. We've got 3
both
days to
in
go,
the
so
same
don't forget.
channel? capture Heisme, you must be well prepared. You can grow stronger by accepting requests around town, such as the Martira Recruitment Center. Now that your mission has begun, your base of operations has been changed to Martira. Each time a new operation begins, the town you stay in will become your new base. Departure date is July 2nd. Interesting. Okay.
That's right.
So?
Hmm. Where do I have reportable quests? Hold on.
What now?
Promising returns. Okay. Let's go turn that in then.
Alright. Where to?
Let's go.
I really love that animation. That's... Wanted to give Maria a drawing, but I don't see her anywhere. I should check with Fabian. Hey, girl. What are you doing here? Aren't you supposed to be out traveling right now? Or, oh dear, did you plan to announce your candidacy fail? That's okay, as long as you're safe and sound. That's what's most important, isn't it? It's not it. What? You can now return to Grand Trat in an instant. The Gauntlet Runner is extra special. What does that mean? They don't seem to be in a particularly defeated mood, so I suppose I've got no reason to not believe you. And I assume that means you'll be showing your face around here more often, right? Thank goodness. Maria, well, she's holed herself up in her room. If only we could take her mind off things. I should. Oh, you have pictures for me a trip to give to Maria?
She'll love it.
That's kind of you. I'm sure she'll be thrilled. Yeah, I got it. Gave it to Maria and she really lit up, so thank you.
We did it.
Hooray. Still, I'm not sure popping in to show her pictures is the wisest idea. She puts on a brave face, but she's not past it all yet. I mean, you're in the middle of your journey, aren't you? If you turn around and take leave again, I'm not sure the poor girl's heart could take it. I want to make her smile. Well, you really have kept her in your thoughts, haven't you? But maybe you'll be doing her a favor. Go spend some quality time with Maria. I'm sure she'd enjoy hearing about her great travels. Let's do it.
Thank you.
Will you come with me then? Now,
And so...
I don't want to give the goat away too much, but I have heard that Maria's thing is really broken. It's like what allows you to do extra shit in your time, so... Not that I'd expect her to be a giggling ball of energy after all that's happened, but she seems to feel the need to put on a brave face. Even to you?
How about that?
I wouldn't be here fretting over her otherwise. There are many who see Grius as a hero who tried to take down a tyrant. Excuse me. But the city has its fair share of Luis supporters. I worry about what would happen if more people found out Maria is his daughter. So I sat her down and very clearly explained to her to keep their relationship secret, and she promised, but now she's acting like nothing's wrong.
Maria...
The poor girl can't talk to anyone about her feelings. My heart aches for her.
You...
That's where you come in. I wanted to ask a favor of you. I think the inn suffocates her. Do you mind taking her somewhere to talk? Even if all you do is lend her an ear, she would appreciate it. Leave with me.
Yeah.
Ever the reliable one, aren't you? I have a feeling Maria will open up to you. Maria.
You're a big help.
I'll fetch her. Yup. Yerp. It's been such a long time since I went for a walk. Thank you for coming today, ma'am.
Hey.
Oh, I remember this place. When we first came to the capital, I fell down around here. I couldn't see anything because it was really dark. And then Papa, he just patted me on the head and said, "You okay?" Hey, ma'am. You can tell me.
Sure.
Don't worry, you can tell me anything. Oh, it's just, never mind. I mean, there's something, a whole lot of somethings, but I'm not sure which one to ask first.
Oi there!
That would-be assassin used to live around here. You mean the madman who tried to kill Luis? Him. Can you believe some washed-up mercenary thought I'd be able to take out Luis? Maybe he went mad from hunger. Last thing we need is more guardsmen prowling about because of him. I'll tell them off.
No.
No, wait, don't do it. They'll find out. You have to keep it a secret. Tell me stories about your journeys. The ones about places outside of Grand Trad. Maria and I walked around aimlessly as we talked about various things. Now this right here, that's art. Oh, it's the freak. Pardon me.
Stop.
Please don't scribble there. This is Mrs. Fabienne's house. You gross, get away from me. Oh, I'm gonna kill a child. I'm okay. That was your own fault. You had it coming. I'm gonna kill you and then kill you again. Ugh. Weird half-blood kid living in some dodgy inn, but she was talking about you. Apologize to her. Now.
Bollocks.
Bollocks. I'm out of here. Am I weird? You're not weird.
No.
You mean it? Yeah. Some dirt got on the picture he gave me. I'm really sorry. It's fine. So happy when you gave it to me. You didn't forget your promise. I wouldn't break the promise. Thank you.
Okay.
I do feel better when I look at your picture. I know that you're traveling all over and doing your best. That's why I have to do my best too. Can sense Maria's vigorous determination and the unshakable trust that she's placed in me.
I wanted to show Papa too.
Oh yeah. Nobody tells me the truth about anything. They all just say that I'm still a kid. Do they not want to tell me because I'm a kid? They don't want to say it was my fault Papa died? It's not true.
No.
Then why can't I see him again? We have to go back to Miss Fabienne's.
By the way.
If it's not too much trouble, can you visit again?
Maria.
You know I will.
Okay.
Okay, it's a promise. So see you later, right? Parted ways and returned to the group. Yep. Back to the Martyra Tavern. Who am I hearing? He seemed promising, but... Or, sorry. Yeah. I should go talk to Brigitte. Because, damn. Let's go. I love this gal.
Now what am I to do?
She can do whatever she wants forever, frankly.
You?
Didn't you leave Grand Trad? Well, no matter. I'll not begrudge you your secrets. So you haven't told anyone about it? So be it. You and I are collaborators now. Well then, shall we discuss your assignment?
Now then.
All right, come in.
Now then.
This is what I want you to handle. Want you to feed it, play with it, generally take care of it until I return.
Listen.
There's one rule, however. You cannot let anyone else find out that there's a dog here. No exceptions, no mistakes. And that's it.
What?
Sounds simple.
Yes.
It is, but you can't let your guard down. I mean it when I say I want no mistakes. I'm sure you're aware of the anti-Igniter crowd around here. The fools who believe Igniters will destroy the world. Even beyond them, there are plenty of people in this world who would jump at the chance to do something crueler than kill me.
That's why...
This thing is a weakness waiting to be exploited, so I have to hide it. I'm entrusting this matter to you. Why hide
Why?
it? I could tell you it's because I like animals. It's up to you whether you choose to believe that. Anyways, follow the rules I gave you. Betray me, and you can be sure I'll make you and your friends regret it.
That's right.
Her name is... no, never mind. Call it what you want. Not really sure why, but I've been entrusted with taking care of Brigitta's dog. Oh, it's so cute. It seems strangely attached to you already.
I see now.
Suppose you do have some surprising skills, such as using magic without an igniter. Did you look into me?
Whoa. Utterly naive.
If it could impact my igniter business, it's my job to know about it. And that's not all. Word has it you and your entourage can transform your bodies for combat somehow.
Speaking of...
Long ago, there once existed an ultimate magic. They say the Hero King of Legend wielded a power very much like yours. Though I sincerely doubt you'll be following in his footsteps.
You.
I'll be frank, Catgirl. You're bad for business, but that is precisely why I'm going to lend you my power. I'm selling igniters because they turn a profit, but I hate the damned things, from the bottom of my heart. But this is a world dominated by igniters. Long as you've got the money, you would got almost all the power you want. Quite a pitch, isn't it? Those on top make a lot of profit off bleeding the downtrodden dry. The strong get even stronger, and the weak are only cast even further down.
As it is.
My own hands are not bloodless in that, and so I will endeavor to help you break this wretched wheel. If nothing else, it'll be amusing, no? Brigitta. Hi, Jekka. Yeah. My connection is shit. I'm in the break room at work. I get you. I get you. I hope work's going okay. I love you. What time are you off?
Yet still there. Farewell.
You should go home for today. I'll give you your pay. I haven't done anything, though. You've exceeded expectations already. You've made the dog like you. Something impossible for me. I don't believe you. Until next time, we'll be waiting. Or at least the dog will. Damn, girl.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
I like her.
Nonetheless.
So these sun flashes, do you think we can really rely on something as unknowable as the movements of the wind? It would seem so. According to the fortune teller, the signs would continue to appear just as expected. Good. No changes to our plans then. Let's prepare as best we can. Good.
We got a major
It's
bargain.
Idle's Day. It's sales. Yeah, whatever.
New people,
You got a quest? Oh, it's this dude. Look at this dude.
Oh, my apologies. You're right there. That's a relief. Well, I'll be off now.
Hey, you sure you want to let that fellow go? He nicked something of yours just now when he bumped into you.
Oh no! Griez's dagger is missing.
Griez's memento is stolen.
Let's chase after him.
Thank you, pompous man, for alerting us.
I don't see him anywhere. Jeez, how'd he disappear so fast?
Try asking the guy who told us it was stolen.
Come on.
Hey you, that guy who stole our dagger. Any idea where he went?
No.
I may not. I have no reason to give you that information. That's true, but I mean, that dagger's really important to us.
Oh?
Is it? Well, you'll have to excuse me if I don't go lending a hand to everyone who puts one out. Oh, come on, not even a hint? Consider it a kingly investment. Oh, oops.
I'll be off.
Apologies, but it's time I got into more profitable endeavors. Little Hilda, run along now. I wish you luck.
My.
Recent instance, I imagine you'd be a bit more cautious. People reject what they do not understand. That is... help me understand.
Really?
No, because I need to improve imagination.
Ah.
Hang on a minute, this is dangerous. Even a protagonist wouldn't survive that drop.
Now what am I to do?
I assume that'll boost courage. Do you boost imagination? Or do you boost wisdom? You happen to be an elder. Oh my word, are you indeed? I must say, I wonder what's brought you here in these troubled times. Did you come bearing bread? Silly me, now why would you? What are you talking about? Oh dear, you don't know the old tale. The one of the thief king and the eldest bread. It's a tale as warm as fresh baked bread, dearie. Would you like me to tell it to you? Sounds like a nice story. Yes.
What do you want to do?
Let's do it. This makes me rather nostalgic. Once upon a time, there was bread. And a thief, but mostly bread. A gift arrived in a faraway village. It was a box, and inside this box were 8 delicious-looking loaves of bread. I'm gonna count how many times she says bread in the story. 8 people gathered around it, each belonging to a different tribe. Rusant, Rogue, Clemar, Yugif, Musari, Nidia, Parapus, and Ishkia.
After that...
A Yugi flat jumped up and down in excitement and said, "We can share him, and that way we all get to have one." But the Rusant man shook his head. Why would a Yugif man like me? Why would a Yugif like you need a whole loaf? I need a larger portion, he said. The old rogue woman spoke, saying, "You must respect your elders." The Clemar scoffed at this. "The bread's clearly causing a quarrel, so I'll be in charge of it," said the Clemar woman. The other 7, of course, were none too happy about this plan.
After that...
The Yugif boy muttered quietly, "We really ought to share it between all of us," but no one had a mind to listen. Musari man leaned in close to the boy and told him, "You're right, you know, but the wise move here is to just give up." The Musari man left the Yugif boy, and then there remained 6 tribes for 8 loaves. "We clearly can't share it equally," the Clemar said. Then the Ishkia finally spoke. "Split the remaining 2 loaves into 3, she offered. That way it can be equally split among the 6 of us."
The
Thank you,
French champagne has always been celebrated for its excellence.
The needy woman
There is a
quickly agreed.
California
When she walked in, she
champagne
grabbed a
by
knife and
Paul
returned
Masson, inspired by that same French excellence. It's fermented in the bottle, and like the best French champagne, it's vintage dated. So Paul Masson. The French champagne has always been celebrated for its excellence. There is a California champagne by Paul
I'm so glad
Masson.
that I have this redeem. The Parapus man laughed and said, "Finally, I have to go get bread free." But the remaining 3 made sour faces indeed.
Oh dear.
I'll have to continue this another time. I promise we'll get to the end next time. Alright. Enough to get rank 2? Please? No.
Well then.
Cringe. It's time to get back to the others.
What to pick?
Let's see. I'd like to further my research, and yet. Oh, right.
Hey.
Ron's a shite, his ass.
So?
Should make sure to do our shopping while the sale's going on.
More people missing.
Whoa.
need something to bolster my imagination. That's tolerance.
People missing.
Girl, where the fuck? That's courage. What do you want?
Oh, what'll I do?
Oh, can I believe I'm going to lose my job over something that's not my fault at all? I don't know what's on your mind, but it looks serious. What's wrong? Fairy, aren't you the mercenaries who came here to hunt down Ismay? You lot came here all in that giant gauntlet runner. As far as your runner goes, can you spare me a moment? Town used to keep a great number of carrier pigeons so that we can maintain communication with other cities. They were all requisitioned by officials from the capital.
Why did this happen?
Seems like they need them for that tournament or some such, but we rely on those pigeons for trading medicine and foodstuffs, so our loss threatens our very way of living. That's why we very desperately need to procure a practical pigeon parcel from Comoro by July 11th.
What'll I do?
No one wants to go out with the kidnapper about. So we got no volunteers. In addition to that, there's no one the beast they need to go through. Since I was the pigeon's caretaker, there's a good chance that I cannot keep my job if things continue like this. If that happens, may as well lay down in the gutter and die like a duck.
Stupendous.
That's where you and your gauntlet runners come in. Please save my job, or save the town. Of course, can I ask you to work for free? Let's see, it's 7,500 reeve, enough for a reward fee. Leave it to me.
I'd so love you.
Oh, thank you kindly. In that case, I'd like you to go buy one practical pigeon parcel for me.
Let's give it a shot.
I do need to go to Comero. Because that's a thing for what's-its-nuts as well.
Whoa.
This is
That
Comero,
reminds
huh?
me.
Isn't this village Nearest was talking about? Remember his story about the old man on the relic? Yeah.
Nice little. So?
Now what am I to do?
Hey.
Ooh,
Meet again. I wonder if you remember the story about the bread. Just so tired of hearing about the kidnapping. This makes me want to talk about literally anything else. At the time, I'll tell you the rest of the story. Let's do it. How wonderful. Let's see now. I, the Nydia, went to get a knife.
After that.
Now that the 6 tribes would be able to share the 8 loaves of bread equally, their dilemma seemed nearly at its end. 4, by the way. But then the Clamara woman pointed at the Parapus man and said, so we get the same amount as the Parapus. It's not the way of the world, the woman said, and the Rossaint man agreed. The Parapus was incensed to be so attacked. Well, I don't want your stupid bread anyhow, he shouted, and took his leave. Watching him walk away, up 5, the remaining 4 smiled triumphantly. 8 loaves of bread for 4 tribes, without waiting for the Nydia who'd just gone to fetch the knife. The remaining 4 each took 2 loaves and left. Aye, you heard it right. Those who were spurned by injustice, as well as those who trusted, were empty-handed in the end. But then that night, under the Ugif's lad's pillow, he found a bounty of sweet bread filled with cream, and under the Mustari man's savoury loaves wafting a rich aroma. Under the Nydia's crispy loaves baked with fruit, and under the Parapus man's large loaves of moist, fluffy bread. 6. Wait, maybe more? 7. 7. All these appeared in great quantity. The 4 never worried for food again. The other 4, those who took the bread home for themselves, said no matter what they ate, nothing tasted good. Legend has it was the Thief King who left those loaves of bread. Never revealing his true identity, he brought to light injustice and inequality, only to disappear thereafter. King among the shadows, it's quite something, don't you think? Different variations of the story do exist, and in some it's an elder who brings the 8 loaves.
What do you think?
So, a fun little parable, isn't it? What the Thief King did is pretty great, but the reason this survived as a fairy tale is because inequality never really went away. Imagination has gone up. Rank 2? Come on, it's so close.
Well then.
It's time to get back to the others.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Speaking of,
I've been hearing rumors of people disappearing in a forest east of Martira at a place known as Imstead. That's a different location from where Heisme was. Think there's a connection to the kidnappings in town? Don't believe so. Word is the culprits in this case are a band of forest goblins. Doubt that the type to come into town to snatch people up. And yet we have no proof. Has any information come into the recruitment center? I'm not going to your fucking recruitment center yet. I want to go to You shouldn't have told me this literally the day before departure. My god.
More people missing.
All right, then.
Where to?
What were the guards doing?
Visit the round table. Gauntlet runner, view map.
About time, what?
I've been waiting, ready to move out. Where to? Let's go, yeah. The night after exploring a dungeon, you can choose to stay the night there or teleport back to town.
Now then.
A village.
That's where you want to go.
The old man nearest is looking for us there. Yeah.
It's your call.
But of course, so long as you don't dilly-dally.
That's cutting it close.
Really cutting it close on time. Let's fucking do it. Then 'tis settled. It would behoove us all. It would behove us all to prepare ourselves, even whilst on the road. Oh yeah. More kick-ass
The gauntlet
animations.
runner heads off toward a small farming village, and each shuddering step reminds them of their journey's purpose.
What to pick?
Hear a voice. Sure you would listen. I'll go talk to Stroll. Actually, I should talk to Hulkenberg because she is also about to rank up.
Are you free?
What ought we to do today? Whatever the specifics, it would be prudent to use our time in improving our chances and building our strength.
Speaking of,
We'd made a promise to train together, hadn't we? The deck of the runner seems spacious enough. I should think our swings safe from any harm doing in the open air. Few the time, shall we begin? Commendable enthusiasm. Let us send for Stroll as well. Never any harm in sharpening our skills, I say.
you see?
A great fundamental of swordplay, oft overlooked, is finding time to reflect upon yourself.
Now then.
Both of you have faced life-or-death combat by now. I imagine you have some grasp of your greatest strengths by now. Look at being versatile.
I see.
You've commendable skill and confidence to match. Very well, let us begin training with a warm-up. First, show me your beast walk.
Halt!
Come now, don't just stand there. Let's see your beast walk.
Huh?
A beast walk being what exactly?
At the ready!
You walk on both hands and feet, of course, like a beast. Now, begin. Grovel for me. What the hell are we doing, and why? Love this fucking game. Free your mind of distracting thoughts, Stroll. Ignore your limbs crying out for reprieve. The pain is making them stronger. Is it though? It would be best to continue this into tomorrow, if only to correct that shameful form of yours, but we must move on. Now the horned lizard stance.
Are you serious?
She's subjecting us to more of this. Is she trying to kill us?
Don't fret.
Stroll, your breathing is erratic. Center yourself, find calm, and you will find... And you can bear even boulders as if they were pebbles. Poor guy. Face down, ass up in the corner. Oh my god. Oh. Now to the swordplay proper. Is this your first time using a sparring sword? If you can land but a single blow on me, I will concede. You needn't worry, there is no blade on the sword. We will continue until you manage it. Ferocious strikes broke our sparring swords. Damn.
Very well.
Not ideal. Oh well, we shall make do.
Huh?
Wait, what? Hold on. Your foe will never wait when asked. You should be giving your utmost effort, even in training.
At the ready.
Come, Catgirl, do you care nothing for the success of our mission? Push me harder.
Come on, then.
Well, well, commendable vigor, Catgirl. Perhaps you do have what it takes.
Hold it.
Cool your head, Hulkenberg. If you hurt yourself in training, that solves nothing. You'll keel over before you can even get into any real fighting.
Sorry.
Yes, you are right. I apologize. It's not like I don't understand your passion, but you could afford to go a little easier on us. Is the training excessive? 'Twas a rigorous regimen Rodanthe and I once shared. Rodanthe being the man we met at the capital the other day. Once my peer, now a commander of the Royal Knights. His words linger in me. I cannot seem to shake them. I have no clinging attachments to my previous position or status as a knight. I left that post to pursue my own mission, pride of my station be damned. Yet for all my searching, I never found the prince. For long seasons I wandered, aimless and leafless. But he calls me fallen. How can I blame him? How can I deny it? This isn't like you.
I see.
Then you too see my faults. When I left the capital, I did so with the sole purpose of helping the prince, but at times I can't help but think. Perhaps I could have done more if I'd remained there as a knight. Perhaps there may have been a better path. But let us speak no more of what-ifs. I have no intention of changing my path now. Together, we shall move forward with the prince. I can sense Hulkenberg's knightly resolve and deep trust. Handshake me. The steadfast vassal Hulkenberg, keeper and inheritor of the knight's virtues. A new heroic embodiment slumbering within thee has come to blossom through thy mind.
A new power.
Bear this new power, foster this connection, and by their strength fulfill thy destiny. Oh yeah.
And now,
Magic
walk
Knight.
this path at your side.
Oh, that's sick, actually.
However,
well, we'll get no farther with broken swords. Let us end our training there for now, and buy replacements when we can. Say, Catgirl, are you feeling hungry after our efforts? Here, take one of these, a dried caterpillar. Rich in vital nutrients, perfect for post-training cooldown. Don't let petty labels like insect dissuade you. Oh my god, I love her. Doing our best to negotiate around the proffered caterpillar as we return to the others.
The party at last arrives in the village of Comero, a small farming settlement southeast of Martira. Blessed by the mild climate, its ranches produce fine fare, and to take in its idyllic landscapes is to be at peace, as time itself seems to stop. It gained a reputation for its rare and wondrous goods, brought there by merchants in their longing to return. As though welcomed by the grazing animals, the gauntlet runner stops gently.
Say.
This is the place. 'Tis more barren than I imagined. The kind of village one would only visit in the most dire circumstances, I'm sure. Oh, come now. The air is clean and there's no sign they've been attacked by humans. Really, what more can you ask for? In fact, gazing out at all this green, I find such peace I can hardly think of raising my sword again.
Fine.
Stroll, please.
Come on.
Hey, guess what? I found the village shop.
That reminds me.
By the way, do you want to ask about the old inventor? You know, the old man with the relic that Nearest was looking for? Why didn't Nearest leave the runner then? Shouldn't this be a happy reunion? Who knows? Though I thought I heard him met her old goat's probably dead or something like that.
Hey!
Excuse me, is there an old inventor living in this village? An inventor? Hold on. You don't mean that Ishkia codger with the bad leg? Well, I'll be damned. Never thought anyone would actually show up. Sorry to say, he passed away not too long ago, quite suddenly. But you knew him, did you? If so, here, this is for you. That's ornament. What is this? An igniter. I've never seen such a shape. Go ahead and tell you, haven't the foggiest what happens in inventors' heads. He just told me to give this to anyone who came asking about it. Heard he used to be famous in the royal capital, but he developed a fondness for this place in our sky burial ritual. Oh, let me give you this, too.
That's...
What in place is this? Can't make out a single word. Where's a language like this come from? No clue. Maybe Nearest knows?
Yes?
Either way, we'll tell him what we learned. No, let me stay in Comero. I need to shop. I've stranded, and when I got the village, Nearest fell into a silent introspection.
He's been like that for a while now. Wonder if he's all right.
I knew it! This thing's the genuine article, a real bona fide lost relic in my hands. Some sort of power affecting the air around it. Trace amounts only. Something... a reaction. A reaction entirely unlike Magla, by God. Absolutely smashing! Beyond my wildest hopes. No bloody idea how to use the thing, but if I could just adapt this conduit here... Can't forget a masterpiece like this!
I love his laugh. I love everything about it. He is like... I said it earlier. He's giving such like a Worthy Kids character energy in just the best way possible.
I say, lad, did you find this for my sake?
You wanted to help.
He wanted to help you out, Nurse.
Why, I'm very well touched. It positively chokes a man up.
Nearest is one of my favorite characters in this game. He's one of my favorites too, and I've only barely met him. He's really good.
And that old fella. Seems silly to ask, but he's long gone.
Yes. I'm sorry.
Thought so. You can fight the years, but you can't beat them. He made good on his promise, though, eh? It's in my hands now, old man. What's that?
Something from the village. It's written with some letters we can't understand.
Ah, a cipher. Mirror letters. See here? It's a script I use myself when I don't want any snoop stealing my inventions.
Hell yeah.
Now I think of it, he's the one who taught me even that trick. Thanks, old man. I owe you a great deal. Thank you.
So what is it? Blueprints for a big secret invention?
No. This is research on the lost relics. Looks like the old fellow was hunting for others. Different cipher here. He tried to guess at locations, too. Looks like his chase ended when he lacked the means to follow his findings.
Interesting.
Say, I've a grander favor to ask. Could you check around for more of these lost relics? Looks like the old man worked out a few other locations. There's 7 more relics noted down in this journal.
How convenient that that is the number of additional relics in addition to this first one we have found.
I've got to see them all with my own eyes. A quick stopover or two in our travel should be all it takes, so, please?
Right.
Leave it to me.
Leave it to me.
Appreciated. We're in this journey together, what?
I can feel Nearest's passion for relics as well as his faith in me. Oh yeah.
A free-hearted engineer, Neurus. Within him dwells the virtue of the gunner. Nurture thy bond with him, and a new power yet slumbering within thee may awaken.
Oh yeah.
I'm ready to kick my feet up, lad.
You said it'd only take a few stopovers. But do you even know where they are?
Vaguely.
Well, they're scattered all about, Michael. If we could crack the cipher, that'd narrow down our search range a tad. I'll leave this journal here. If I can crack any of the codes, I'll make a special note of it. So you just take a look when you feel like a spot of treasure hunting.
This one's important.
Hey, I was thinking this back at the village, but I think I might be able to detect this relic with my powers. I'll know if I'm close to it. When you want to hunt for relics, can you let me know?
Okay. Interesting. All right.
Thanks, you two. I'm rather looking forward to digging deeper into this.
Left nearest to be immersed in his work and return to the village with Calica. Yes. Can I shop? As ever, it is a calm, peaceful place, this village. That's his charm, isn't it?
Okay then.
Let's stop by the shop since we're already here.
That reminds me.
By the way, weren't you asked to buy a practical vision parcel? Yep, sure was. Key. Ooh. Well, we got what we came for. What should we do now? Let's go back to our base. Let's teleport back. Yum. Still have free time for activities this night, so long as you haven't gone into a dungeon that day. Cool. First things first. You know we go in Gunner.
Fascinating. This right here. All right.
I'm counting on you.
Of course.
No, it's the debuff class, it seems. And I'm here for it. I love debuff classes. Hear the voices of past heroes' souls. Oh, worthy heart tempers anxiety into strength.
Really?
The soul of the gunner shall pierce through enemies at range. Not avert my eyes, not from the fight, not from reality.
Good. I'm still getting stronger.
Yeah. Let's get equipped. Let us... Honestly, we could take Tarakasha. That could be real good.
All right.
Rank 16 and 20 on that? Alright. Item.
Gone to shite, this has.
What do you want to do?
More people missing.
There's the dude. Hey.
Hello,
Is that the parcel? You really got it for me. Here you go.
Stupendous.
Thank goodness, I'll put these into an incubator right away. Magic Igniter will have them ready to hatch in a snap. Our requisitioned pigeons are being used to relay news about the tournament. Can't tell you how much of a pain in the arse it's been for our city. If we've got to have a new king, I suppose there'll at least be somebody who will put the stop to these pushy nobles, ruin our lives.
You know, you saved my ass.
For the time being, these eggs should take care of our needs and then some. Really must thank you.
Mission accomplished.
Oh yeah.
Amazing.
Ah, brilliant. Bye then.
Why, you?
Talk to more.
Now, where was I?
Fascinating.
So you've a new archetype, have you? I expected nothing less. Please do not hesitate to inform me when you wish to study it. Well, I'm going to go up and look at the information first, and then I'm going to talk to you. Merchant who eschewed the blade but won their fortune through the masterful negotiation. Their souls together form the merchant. Among them, the elite who seeks to control the world of profits and losses, finding victory in superior deal-making, I dub the Tycoon. The merchant archetype attacks with money rather than mind or body and bears the power to gain rewards beyond victory in battle. Viewed in another light, it is only as powerful as the war chest that funds it, and without coin it has nothing. Let no merchant forget this truth. Found glory and inspiration in firearms. Among them, the adept who pierces many foes with one bolt, I dub the sniper, and the elite gunplay ace, I dub the dragoon. The gunner archetype is a master of attacking from the back row, possessing the unique ability to destroy enemies from afar. Power that requires specific circumstances or tactics to excel is less flexible in the end. The back row is its own limitation. Let no gunner forget this truth.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay. Hey, more. I've studied gunner.
True to form.
I take you finished studying the gunner for me. I could stand alone from such an insatiable spirit of inquiry.
Incredible.
Now then.
And there's imagination too. Oh yeah.
Imagination. Why, that's...
Yes. Well, she's pretty good, isn't she?
Yes.
So she is. Thanks to her, my thoughts were finally in order. While researching, I looked into where this place might truly be. But I suspect we must also consider why it was the king imprisoned me here in the first place. Most likely it was because my archetype research was nearing the truth that the king would prefer remain buried. An intriguing theory.
What's that about?
All right.
Archetypes were forbidden by sanctism to begin with. 'Tis a mighty power, after all. I'm sure they saw it as a threat, and rightly so, especially if wielded freely by the people. Even now, research on it is forbidden. Presumably, the king reasoned that if he locked me up here, I could contribute no more. I could contribute no more of myself, no me. And so I continued my research day after day, with no results to show for it, stuck in this place, continuing on in circles, just as he designed. I speak of it nonchalantly now, but in truth, those days were some of the hardest I've known. How can a man endure such failure and solitude and remain sane?
But...
However, through my fantasy novel, I found a connection to you who shares my dearest ideals. I doubt the king could have expected such a twist as this. The wheels of fate have slowly begun to turn.
It's conceivable.
Only when my research on archetypes, on transformation magic is complete and immaculate, only then might I escape the king's curse and leave this place. I'll help you.
Oh.
The longer I dwell in this lonely place, the more of your words of support touch my heart.
Regards.
I will count on you as before, as a comrade in vision and in ambition. Alright. Rank 3 with him? Yeah.
Now, a new power.
Oh yeah.
You are the key.
Magic Seeker. I really like that outfit from that little thumbnail there.
Now then.
Ah, this foreign thing, joy, that courses through me. But you need power need a power to oppose more hardships. Study the heroic embodiment of the merchant. The growth of a heroic embodiment will refine your virtues in turn. I hope this task will prove meaningful to you.
This one's important.
Get it to rank 15? Ah, fuck me.
I have faith in you.
I believe in you. I trust that you will fulfill your promise to me.
Ah, how good of you to come.
I could put Stroll on Merchant, but I don't want to. I'll do that soon. Again, I need another party member before I can really, like, lock in on anything. Of course, we gotta pet the cat while we're here.
Oh. You'll come again, won't you?
You'll come again. You fucking know I will.
People missing.
Hello.
Now,
gosh, I wonder. You, the future king. That's quite a goal. You're either a bad swindler or you suffer from delusions of grandeur. But strangely enough, color me intrigued. Perhaps it wouldn't hurt to humor you a bit. Yes, I should like to hear more, and you want your item back, but I have a condition. You'll need to do something for me first.
Have you ever heard of Malvino's ring? Rumors say it's a cursed treasure that kills anyone who wears it. I happen to know of a certain noble who wants it, and I'd love for him to owe me a favor.
So you want us to get it for you? That's more of a hassle than getting the dagger back ourselves.
Then by all means do it yourselves. Yes, these swords are terribly crafty, but it's not impossible. Probably.
The way you talk almost feels like you've been in on this from the beginning.
Good one. We just happen to be in the same boat, so why not lend each other a hand?
All in the same boat, huh?
Well, the choice is yours. If I recall correctly, you're a candidate in the tournament for the throne, aren't you?
You're correct.
So you know us then?
Information is a powerful weapon, you see. Considering what I know about you. Mark my words, once your dagger's sold off, it will be incredibly difficult to track down. But leave it to me, and I'll get it back before that. Of course, I'm no miracle worker, and the clock's ticking, so...
What should we do?
Fine. We'll hear you out.
At a grave not too far from here. A day's trip in your runner, I'd wager. Word is there's monsters knocking about out there. Hence, my request to the lad with the sword at his side. It's not all bad, though. You'll find good weapons, armor, and other golden things aplenty there.
I do recall hearing something about soldiers who died.
I assure you, it's well worth the trip.
We have to go through with this to get the dagger back. I'm having a hard time dealing with him.
Your fairy friend doesn't seem to like me very much. What say you, though?
Hopefully I find your ring amongst the treasure.
Thank you for making such a prompt decision. Call me Cuculus.
Cuculus? Cucula.
The ring should be in the abandoned tomb. I'll thank you properly when you return with it.
This one's important.
It's not pronounced Cuculus. Increases courage and pays really nicely. Goddamn. That will be...
I implore you.
Even your gauntlet runner, it's a night's travel from Martira. A bit far, but commensurate with your compensation, don't you think?
We'll face danger here.
Here's where we are now.
I'll be waiting.
I know you will. Because tomorrow we do our shit.
I'm out of ideas.
I wonder if she'll come again. If she does... Let's go talk to Brigitte. I love her. I'm normal about her. It's raining.
Ah, just you.
Ah, so it's you. You seem unscathed. Have you come to work?
Now then.
Here's the leash. Today's job is to walk it. It's been itching to get out lately. Keeps making a fuss. Walk it around the capital so it quiets down and gets the energy out of its system. You can't be seen coming in and out of here. If you've no questions, then get to it. Normal response. Took the dog out with anyone seeing and walked her around the capital. Girl, all of those screenshots to the same image? I know. Also, hi. I mean, like, my most popular clip is of me mashing print screen on a single frame of Urianger and Dawntrail, so like... Or mashing on Grahatia, because of course I do. Anyway. It seems to have taken a liking to you.
But...
I could hear it from downstairs. Don't get it too excited. This is on you too, dog. A simple walk shouldn't be enough for you to let your guard down. It's proof he's smart.
Listen.
Oh.
It trusted you unconditionally, sight unseen, and you think that it makes it smart. Sure, whatever you say.
Hopeless.
I've never liked this thing. I don't believe you for even a second, ever since the first time I laid eyes on it. It was on the side of the road, buried from the neck down, head bleeding to... Oh, poor thing.
It's over.
It could have just given up and died, but it looked into my eyes and whimpered. You hated it? Hate's a strong word.
In those days.
I was once a stray myself. My earliest memories of fighting a dog over a scrap of meat covered in dirt, getting bitten for my trouble. Wherever I went, I found only hunger and violence, so I robbed and stole anything and everything. I fought, and I survived.
It's a living hell.
It was hell. Can't imagine.
Really?
Never have guessed to see who you are now. What am I doing, talking to a child about this?
Just a fantasy.
Just like that dog, I let my guard down like a fool. Never mind, forget I said anything. Want to hear more?
No.
Why?
And what will you do once you know? Are you really prepared for that information? No matter. While we're on the subject, one word of advice.
Listen.
This world is a bottomless hell. A bog of endless muck. And if you trust another person to keep you afloat in it, you'll feel the sludge close over your head soon enough.
Don't ever forget that.
To survive, you need the strength to make your way through that muck. Nobody can do it for you, and indeed, nobody else should. You need your own strength. And I'd say that's well within your powers.
Therefore?
In addition, I'd like to provide one other report. I'm sure you're aware there's a man in town tasked with exchanging mag obtained from hunting monsters in the lake. I'll put in a word with them so they're more flexible with you, not just here in Grand Strat, but across the kingdom. Thank you. Brigida's attempts at kindness and trust.
No pain can stop me now.
Inheritance sons and improves exchange rate. Okay. So it unlocks phase 2 for a different level when it's only a 2-stager. Got it. Okay.
Even then.
I shouldn't be the only one talking. You owe me some secrets of yours after all that. So what does the throne mean to you, really?
You there.
What are your true motives? What are you really aiming to do? To help people like you.
I hated it.
But were anyone else telling me that, I'd kill them where they stood. God damn it. But for now, I'll restrain myself. I'd thank her if she killed me, I'm not gonna lie. I can't tell what you're thinking at all, but I'll expose your true nature eventually.
I'm off.
That's all for today. Come by again when you can. I'm sure the dog will be delighted to see you. Oh yeah. Money and mag.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Excuse me. Good lord. Good lord.
Is it finally time?
Today's the day we depart.
So?
Ready? Just about.
More people.
What now?
I need to fiddle with my equipment. Actually, no, you're already wearing that. Desert gloves. Okay, yeah, that's the thing I gave to everybody. Stroll, you're wearing that, okay. Let's see if I can get a slightly better weapon first, and then we ball.
What'll it be?
That is better.
Yeah.
Alright, we ball. off to kill a kidnapper.
What'll I do here? An elder candidate? No.
What now?
I should save as well before I forget.
What were the gods doing?
Alright.
Aha! I've been waiting.
Let's move.
Let's head to Heismay's hideout. The giant sandworm's nest will be next.
You would pursue peril.
Let's go.
Tally-ho!
Alright, we're off then. I'll take her up to full throttle, so hang on to something.
Trusting the advice of Morris, Barden's right-hand man, the party takes the Gauntlet Runner towards the giant sandworm's nest.
The fucking auto-advancing text again.
What to pick?
Ugh. I'm gonna go do fucking laundry. More MB, baby. Never mind. Oh wait, no, there it is.
Yes.
I'm blind.
Understood.
Now then.
There's a trick to drawing clothes, you know. Getting them free wrinkles is a skill on its own. It's all about snapping your wrists and popping the clothes. Yes, popping the clothes. Can you pop your pussy like that? Back in the day, I had to practice over and over till I got a pop worthy of an arm. Our village had a big laundry day several times a year, and all the people would come together to chat as we labored away. This takes me back in a way. More MB by 3. And money. That's not mine, I don't think. You keep it. Surely no one will miss it.
Come look at this!
Ahoy, you lot aren't going to believe the view I'm seeing outside. I'm hitting the brakes.
The Gauntlet Runner comes to a stop at the midnight sun sands. The grandeur of it stirs something in each of them. Could a creature this large have truly existed? Or is it an oddity shaped by the sands? Another truth lost to time.
Oh.
Is that a giant sandworm husk? It can't be. It does resemble a giant sandworm, but I've never heard one of growing to this size.
Indeed.
A beast that large could be carved into a great many servings. You're considering how to eat it, aren't you?
Look!
Come now, your attention is focused entirely on the wrong thing. Cast your gaze downward at its feet and the sand beneath.
What happened?
Looks like plain white sand to me. Really use those eyes of yours, my girl. See how each grain is clear as air? That means it's glass. The glass you've seen in the shop fronts of Grand Trad or within the Grand Cathedral is made with magic, through a laborious and rather expensive process.
What?
So you're saying that this glass here was made naturally somehow?
No.
Oh my god, excuse me. Not quite, for how could that be? For that to happen, this whole area would have had to be hit with a particularly eyebrow-scorching burst of intense heat. How intriguing. Perhaps an event of great importance once occurred here, the details of which we are not privy to. At this point, we can only venture assumptions and guesses, but I dare say this is a spot warranting further research.
Right then.
I'll just do some quick jotting in my notes.
Still,
yeah.
though.
Sand here is rather pretty. There's a dreamlike sparkle to it.
Yeah.
Excuse me again. Truly, stumbling upon sights like this is the real pleasure of traveling. Certainly took my mind off our forthcoming bounty hunt. I feel my wisdom deepened slightly after taking in the fantastical view.
All right.
Are you content with your findings? If so, I suggest we make our return.
Let's go.
Perfect, I've just finished my drawing. Take it, lad. I trust that you will deliver it into appreciative hands. Alright then, last one back to the run, I get saddled with kitchen patrol. Oh, childish. If it's a contest you seek, then consider the challenge accepted. On your marks, 3, 2, 1.
Huh?
Huh? Hey, hold on a minute, I don't want kitchen patrol. God, I'm so fucking gassy today. The animation of the two of them running off